okay? When all of you biatches are talking about the man gotta make more, he gotta step up, it's not right, it's not fair, oh my God, you're poor, you're a bum, crusty, dusty, rusty, ashy. I'm not gonna settle. No settling. I'm not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Got a new song, y'all. Anyway, got it. Settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm not gonna come over to nobody's nothing and tell them nothing about what the hell it is that they doing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave it alone and I ain't going back. If you don't like what you hear here, if you don't like what you hear here, if you don't like what you hear here, go the fuck on. If you don't like what you see on Kendra Damn G, go the fuck on. If you don't like what you see over on Ashley's show, go the fuck on. Why is it that y'all think that you can control shit? Get your own YouTube channel, start it the fuck up, and do whatever the hell it is that you want. But I promise you, I'm not gonna come over to nobody's nothing and tell them nothing about what the hell it is that they're doing. You go the fuck on. If you don't like what you hear here, go the fuck on. If you don't like what you hear here, go the fuck on. If you don't like, go the fuck on. If you don't like what you hear here, go the fuck on.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Some other time.
I really need this money, Nate.
I'm gonna let you know right now, your mama's a hoe. It doesn't matter that that's your mama and what your certain feelings about her. Your mama is a hoe. She's a hoe.
I'm selling coats. I'm selling coats. I'm selling coats.
I beg your pardon?
I'm selling coats. I'm selling coats.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
Because I've lost all respect for that bitch. B-I-C-T-H. And I'm standing on it.
Because y'all got false narratives out there and y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power.
Just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need you.
20 years later.
Our black men, we want all y'all back. Because we love you, we see you, kings, and most importantly, we need you. And most importantly, we need you.
And most importantly, we need you.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Girl, what the fuck?
Shut the fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain, where there are no more fuck ups to shut.
You're the kind of woman that I could give a lot of game. As much as you retire, love, well, maybe you don't have to ask. And I'd give you love. Hey, that's that jam. I'd buy your clothes. I would cook your dinner too. Soon as I get home from work.
I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said, cause I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Going, you're being a racist! Racist!
Couple of balls soon, we gonna hook you up. We gonna make sure you get that backstreet fun.
Yeah.
You got a couple of kids, you don't have no job.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that little girl, that's my job.
Yeah.
Come and buy your sexes.
And we're done. We're done. We're finished.
Enjoy Reed is probably the same.
I don't have a problem with.
Enjoy Reed is probably the same. She's from the Congo, you know.
I don't have a problem with.
For her family in the United States.
She could do what she wanted to.
Huh?
For her family in the United States.
She could do what she wanted to.
What kind of shit is that?
Shut up, bitch!
I don't have a problem with.
You're the kind of woman that I could give a lot of game. As much as you retire, love, well, maybe you don't have to ask. And I'd give you love. Hey, that's that jam. I'd buy your clothes. I would cook your dinner too. Soon as I get home from work.
Joy Reid.
That thing fine, boy.
Sweetie.
Oh, you said... Bitch. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch. Joy Reid it? No. No.
Clip. That's what I'm talking about. Talk your shit, nigga.
We like free stuff. So we came out here to get all this free stuff. But then the car saying, you can't get the free stuff. What? Cause the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
Slaves built the pyramids. Slaves built the Parthenon. Slaves built America. Slaves, this is your song. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. Slaves, this is your song. Thank you. Slaves.
And we're done. We're done. We're finished.
Joe Biden is asleep. Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce. 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 Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. 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 Party with Beyonce. 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 Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. 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 Party with Beyonce. Beyonce.
Carry on.
Dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce. 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 Beyonce.
Hold up.
Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. 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 Party with Beyonce. 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 Beyonce.
Happy birthday to you, official birthday. Happy Tuesday. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the hell it is. Hey there, besties. What's going on a Tuesday? If you know, you know. Shout out to Norbert. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate you, all the channel members. We are in channel member mode right now. We'll change it over in about an hour or 30 minutes or so that everyone can get in. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate your support on a monthly basis. Appreciate y'all. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Oh my goodness. I'm tired, y'all. Already. It's only Tuesday. I'm already tired. What is up with that? I don't know. But I is here. Start a little bit earlier so that I could get done a little bit earlier so I could lay the F down. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm about to go lay the F down. But of course, we got ish that we need to talk about, y'all. I don't even know where to begin. It's so much. I can't talk about all these mass shootings. I'm telling y'all right now, I can't do it. I can't do it. There's another one that just happened. I can't do it. I got to leave that alone. Not today. Maybe tomorrow, okay? Sorry. Can't do it. So if that's what you want from me, it's not going to be today. It's too much going on. I stand by. People need to leave people alone. And if you don't like something, then just, if you're unhappy, take your own damn self out. How come that can't happen? How come people can never just take their own selves out and call it a day? We all right with that. I'm all right with that. You ain't got to take everybody else out so you could be known, because that's what I think it is, me personally. Tired of hearing about all this mental health and nobody got no mental health. Child, grow the fuck up. No, you just want to be an asshole because you want to be an asshole, because that's what you are. And then when you start taking it out on... Anyway, we not down in... Well, we might have a down show today because crime is down. Oh, y'all, crime is down, child. So I got the biatches, of course. Then I got some follow-ups from yesterday. TikTok, and I might have to do another eviction night, y'all. I might have to do another eviction night. What is today? Today is the 29, 30, 31 days in July. So that would be Thursday. We might do eviction night on Thursday, child. I should be off tomorrow. It's kind of up in the air. Something's changing, so I have to see about tomorrow. Doing lunch tomorrow, though. We'll be on for lunch tomorrow because I'll be working from home. So maybe we could do it during a lunch stream, okay? Because... nothing there is changing with that stuff, y'all. Shit is a mess.com, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, we're definitely on for lunch tomorrow. It'll either be at noon EST or 1 o'clock EST. I'm not sure yet. I'm pretty sure my schedule is clear. I just got to check that out. Told you my boss is on vacation. So guess who's on vacation too? Until the real vacation. Okay. So that's what's going on around here. No, I'm not wearing MAGA today. Maybe I'll wear it on eviction night. I'll wear it again one of these days. Again, shout out to the MSD that sent me that hat. And shout out to everyone that had compliments on it. I appreciate y'all. I said I wanted one, and Shout out to the MSDs. They got it for me. Let me go ahead and acknowledge our girl with the first super chat as always. Hey, y'all. Cry me a river. Bad decisions have consequences. Shout out to Amnaz. I appreciate you. Well, look who it is that's on time. Well, look who it is that's on time. The white man is on time today. No CPT for the black couch. He said on time over here. Woo, child. I can't even believe in my daggone self. Shout out to you, couch. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Reaper. Thank you so much, honey. He said, how many mass pew-pews can we have in a week? Exactly. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. Exactly. I can't do it. I can't do it. Tomorrow, maybe. Maybe tomorrow. Hell, that could be a whole ass show, seriously. Honestly, it could be a whole ass show, unfortunately. Child, I ain't got time. But we do have some follow-ups, so let's get to it. So we ain't here all daggone day. We're going to get to it. Remember, this was the STAB being in Walmart here.
This is
can amazing. I get back to my regular spot? Yes, I can. So the Faulkner Focus, so Fox, has talked, or they didn't talk to, they talked about the veteran armed citizen stopped Walmart suspect after mass STAB being attack. So in other words, not only was it a black man that stopped that man, right? He's a veteran, and it looks like, obviously we saw that he was armed, and it looks like maybe some of the other people that were there with him. But again, shout out to him and him being a veteran as well for taking care of that situation. You know, there's people out there talking about, oh, why didn't he do something earlier? I tell you. Anyway, shout out to Space Cowboy. I appreciate you. He said a good thing it's summer and not winter for 304s. The actual real winter will be here before you know it. Y'all, we are about to be in August, all effing ready. Where did the time go? It ain't been, this year is almost over already. What is this, 2025? The year is almost over already. People messing around, life passing you by, days just dwindle. Everybody think they got all the time in the world. Okay, keep playing. Just keep playing. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. So let's hear what they got to say over here. They at least, I wanted to show you, I don't know if you can see the thumbnail. They at least put him out here, up here on the thumbnail. So this is the guy, the man, the veteran that's in this picture holding this asshole until the police got there from what happened at Walmart the other day. So shout out to him and Fox for at least putting a picture out, because like somebody was saying before, they ain't trying to talk a lot about this for some daggone reason and who he is and what it is that he did.
Drop it! Drop the call the police. Throw the knife that way. Throw it away. Throw it away. Hey, he hasn't dropped it. Here, lay down.
I mean, I might have to move to Michigan. When your neighbors stick up for you like that, turning into heroes, stepping in to help subdue the suspect accused of stabbing people at that Walmart in Michigan on Saturday. 11 people were wounded. One remains in serious condition, although expected to pull through with Craig. That suspect is now facing terrorism charges. Mike Tobin in Traverse City, Michigan. Mike.
And Harris, there was an active court order to pick up the suspect in the Walmart stabbing attack, issued a little shy of 24 hours before he allegedly struck here at the Walmart in Traverse City. His name is Bradford James Gilley, and over the last 19 years...
Bradford James Gilley. Bradford James Gilley. Sounds about in the country somewhere where all the mountains are allegedly. White people! We got to keep an eye on what the hell happens to him. I thought he was maybe a illegal, newcomer child, whatever the fuck they call each other now. Illegal alien. That's what he looked like if you could just go by looks. That's what I thought. But maybe he's just mad, and that's just that name sounds rather white and countryish to me.
He generated some 26 criminal charges in Emmett County, Michigan alone, including 2016, when he was charged with disinterment and mutilation of dead bodies and malicious destruction of tombs. He was found not guilty by reason of insanity and report.
Oh, no. So he was already crazy. He got off not guilty by reason of insanity. Oh, no. What the?
reportedly diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic. He also had criminal mischief cases in Duval County, Florida. The Grand Traverse County Sheriff knew he was dealing with a mental health case right away.
The suspect has had prior law enforcement contact, and whether or not there's a mental health component, my personal opinion, as I previously stated, was anytime someone commits an incident like this, there has to be some sort of mental crisis taking place of some sort.
Now, the mental...
Y'all, are you trying to have sympathy for that man? Because I don't. I don't know about y'all. I ain't got no sympathy for that man. Rest in peace to those that died, and empathy and sympathy to all those people that, one, have to witness this, two, that was touched by this thing on the screen right here, and anyone in the daggone just immediate area that had to deal with it, see anything that happened, whatever, you know, BLOD on the ground, whatever it is, okay? I got no sympathy for that jackass. None. Not near none. D-fucking-P. That's what I think, but that's just me.
The weapon is identified as a folding knife with a 3.5-inch blade. A group of citizens confronted Gilly in the parking lot. One of them, Derek Perry, reportedly a Marine veteran, had a gun. They held Gilly in the parking lot until sheriff's deputies could get there.
Hold on. Where are the women at? Where are all the women at? Why did they not come out here and get this man? Biola, piggybacking off of our video from yesterday in Home Math. Shout out to Home Math. Where are the women at to come and do this and take this man out and take him down and hold him and make sure he don't get away? Bueller, anybody? Bueller? Crusties, Dusties, and Musties. Because y'all know y'all ain't shit but crust, dust, must, rust, ashy ass bum that don't do shit, ain't got shit, ain't never gonna have shit, ain't about shit. Where the bitches at? I can do everything that a man can do. We're equal to men. We can do everything that men can do. Yeah, bitch. Where you at? How come y'all didn't take this man down? And not one effing woman in sight. Because I'm going to tell you this one right here. Me, I'm running. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm a punk biatch. I'm back here. All right? I'm not over here no near way. As soon as something start going crazy, don't look right, I'm out. That's me. But I want to know, bitches, shout out to you hating hoes, because I know you around. Where were y'all at when this was going down, since you equal and shit, to take this man down like this Marine and these other veterans and men did? Because, you know, I don't need no man. We don't need no man. Or the bear, where your bear at to come help out? Because I don't know the names of the victims or anything like that. I don't know the makeup of it. I don't remember from yesterday. But I'm pretty sure there were some women that were hurt in this. So where the sisterhood at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? All this equality and shit, you could do everything that men can do. I'm a little confused. I don't seem to be seeing y'all in none of these situations for the few that I do know about. How come y'all ain't taking these people down, Bueller? Oh, it's only convenient when the fuck you want it to be convenient because you really out here just talking mad sugar honey iced tea? Y'all already know. Y'all already know. You just be running off at the fucking mouth.
Call the police. Throw the knife that way. Throw it away. Throw it away. Hey, he hasn't dropped it. Right now.
Gilly is now in the county jail looking at charges of terrorism and assault with intent to murder. Of the 11 stabbing victims, one has been released. Only one is in serious condition. 2 have been transferred for additional treatment. Harris?
All right. Well, good luck to those people. And shout out to those men that helped to deter that situation from getting any worse than what it already was. And for keeping that asshole moving on, child. Moving on. There's actually some, I don't know if this is actual update, but it looks like there's a video of the 300,000 Black women that have left the workforce, according to U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. So this is ABC News segment. So let's just hear what they got to say, child. We already read through it. Let's hear what they got to say here.
Economy now, where staggering numbers have been released surrounding Black women in the labor force. A new report shows more than 300,000 Black women have left the workforce in just the last several months. That's according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Joining me now is...
I feel like when they say this stuff, they be saying it wrong. They said left. I thought they were fired, let go, laid off, and stuff like that. They just like, oh no, we went out the door. That's what left sounds like to me. We left. We did this of our own volition, I think is what the word is. But that's not how it was coming across in that article. The words have meaning. I'm just saying.
Gender economist Katika Roy to break this all down and why they're leaving. Katika, thank you so much for being.
Oh, child, this the lady that wrote the article. Is she white? Child, this lady look white to me. Is this a Rachel Dolezal? This is a Rachel Dolezal incident again. She over here talking about shit that she ain't got shit that she need to be talking about it about. But here she is talking about it.
With us. You recently wrote an article where you say that this isn't happening by accident. Why do you think it is happening?
This is happening because of cuts to public sector positions. So if you look at
So cuts to public sector positions. So only Black women have those positions?
Federal labor force, Black women make up just over 12% of the federal labor force. It's about double their representation in the labor force overall. And when you have targeted cuts up to 50% in organizations such as the Department of Education and HHS, you're not just trimming the fat, you're actually cutting the economic backbone for Black women.
Wow.
The economic backbone for Black women. There you go. Rachel Dolezal part two said so. So there you go. That woman is not Black.
And so what are some of the spillover effects from all of this?
Spillover.
Well, one of the things that we know is that there is a connection between women's labor force participation and GDP. So just Black women's labor force participation has dropped by just over 2% in the last 3 months. And that has sucked over $37 billion out of US GDP. So this is the economic cost of gender policy ignorance.
This is really fascinating because do you think that most people are
gender policy ignorance? Lord, y'all just be making up words and phrases, child.
Over $37 billion out of US GDP. So this is the economic cost of gender policy ignorance.
This is really fascinating because do you think that most people are unaware of the actual impacts of things like this?
Absolutely. So when we often think about women's issues or Black women's issues, we think of it as an over there problem. It's not. It's an everybody problem. When our economy grows,
oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, do those jobs. There you go. Like the jobs we were showing from the home math yesterday. They got openings. You think they won't do any of those, Bueller? The thing where the thing was falling down and they're chopping down the tree and out there on the rigs and military even. All that other crap. They should go do that shit. I'm not doing it. I promise you, I'm not doing none of that. They can go do that shit. They pay well, I'm sure.
That has more jobs and more income for everyone. So we know, for instance, overall, that for every 1 percentage point that women leave the labor force, there's a $146 billion hit to GDP.
Oh my gosh. And so we've talked about the consequences, but is there an upside to all of this? Are we seeing women pivoting to entrepreneurship as they're leaving the workforce? What then are they doing?
You know, that's a great question. And the truth is, we don't know where all of the 300,000 Black women
Girl, answer the fucking question.
that have actually been pushed out of the labor force have gone. We know.
Oh, now she said pushed out. I thought they left. Don't be changing shit. You changing shit, white woman. You're changing words. But gone. Child.
All of the 300,000 Black women that have actually been pushed out of the labor force have gone. We know that some of them have gone into entrepreneurship, which is not only because of luxury, but it's actually because of survival. And this is really a testament to their resilience, but it also shows the rigidity in our traditional employment systems.
Are there
another white woman out here kissing Black people's ass? Girl, what you getting from this? Minding business. Somebody else's business because you want, look, what did that person say yesterday? Because she wants some butter biscuits. Oh, they ain't got nothing to say to her about what she doing meddling. Because you know when white people talk about Black people, they be all in an uproar if it's something they don't like. But this, nobody got a problem with, right? It's okay to talk about this because it brings on the victimhood. So that nigga from yesterday should come over here and be giving her a hard time and telling her about her butter biscuits and how she should go over here and live with the colors so that she can feel like she a part, since she want to be over here kissing somebody's ass. Because honestly, her running off at the mouth, saying a bunch of this bullshit is just her reciting a bunch of shit that we done already heard before, thinking she doing something for somebody. What the fuck is she really doing at the end of the day? Nothing, in my opinion. Allegedly. What just making up phrases and words to make it sound and seem important. Child. Anyway, live from New York, I appreciate you. He said, ain't my problem. F out of here with that everybody crap. Uh-oh. Shout out to you and I appreciate you. Hurry up.
there any other groups that we are seeing largely impacted in this way in the labor workforce?
Not to this extent. So
Oh, no one else is affected, of course. No one else is affected to this extent, of course. So shout out to us for another stupid ass fact that we can take advantage of yet again. Would that be considered the most, let me see, they said left. Then she says, whatever she said, disproportionately something yesterday. So should we just say the most fired? Should we just say that from a federal employee perspective? Maybe that's what it should be. The most fired from a federal employee perspective. The most let go. The most let go. That's what it'll be. The most let go from a federal employee perspective. Racist, I tell you.
So I track all of the data, as you can imagine, month over month by gender and race and ethnicity. And I started to see this trend about 3 months ago with this really precipitous drop in Black women out of the labor force. And this is a huge hit. And historically, just to give you a sense of the historical context, this is the first time in years that Black women's labor force participation has fallen below Latinas' labor force participation.
Yeah.
Wow. It's really fascinating to
Child, where the Latinas at? Y'all ain't got nothing to say to this white woman, or it's all good with y'all too?
see these numbers, to hear you explain all of it and break down the real world impacts on our GDP and the economy at large.
All right, that's the end of that. Oh Lord, there's another one, but I don't care. So let's get into some foolishness. Let's follow up from this shit from yesterday, child. So I went to find a picture so that I could put out the video from earlier today from this biatch from yesterday, and found that she made a whole ass 6-minute video about that same shit. Now, I don't believe I'm gonna listen to the whole thing. However, let's hear what she says from the beginning anyway of her Generation X sucks as grandmothers and aunties. Child, I'm pretty sure my stance stays the same. F you and your responsibilities. Take care of your own damn kids or pay somebody.
I want to talk about a subject that is not talked about a lot. And the Gen X generation gonna be real hot with me, but I really want to talk about the millennials who are doing the best they can without real grandmothers.
Millennials are doing the best they can without real grandmothers. Y'all, do you see me? I'm fake. I am a fake grandmother that you see sitting here. I know it looks dark today for some reason. I got the ring light on. Anyway, I am a fake grandmother. I am a fake grandmother, just FYI, okay?
And by the way, when I say Gen X, though, that's like whoever was born in 1968 to 1980. You know, back in the day when I used to play outside when I was a kid, I had friends who would always be at their grandmama and their auntie house. Now, my mother is not part of the Gen X generation. My mom was born in the 50s, right? So when I would go outside, I used to ask my friends, like, dang, you been at your grandma's house for a real long time. Dang, you been at your auntie house for about a real long time. Where's your mom? Like, you know.
So in other words, you jealous. Jealousy's rearing its ugly head. Go on, girl.
Did you talk to her? Is she okay? Because you've been here for about 14 days.
Why the hell is she a kid clocking how long somebody else has been at their relative's house? Jealous much? Jealous much?
I mean, you would have literally thought that I worked for child services at a young age because I had questions that needed answers, because my mama didn't play that shit. She didn't believe in leaving me at her mama's house for umpteen days, or her sister's house for umpteen days.
Oh, but you're the one over here talking about that somebody should be taking your crumb snatchers for the weekend. Oh, so since it's only the weekend, maybe 3 to 4 days, that should be acceptable for you. But for all those kids that you're jealous of that got the opportunity to be with their families, with their grandmothers, you clocking that business that ain't none of your damn business. You know, same old bitch type of shit. Minding the business that don't pay you. All right, girl, go on. Telling on yourselves, child. Telling on themselves.
During school days and never returning until like the 14th day. Like, my mama did not play none of that. And it's sad.
So in other words, like I always say, blame your mama. Girl, blame your mama.
To me, how millennials, you know, when it's time for them to live their life. You know, if they want to go out for a weekend, hey mama, can you can you watch my baby for me? A lot of y'all in the Gen X generation, you won't even look out for them. And the sad part to me, Gen X will be like, oh, I don't got time for all of that. I done raised y'all.
So we found out the real deal. She's jealous because she didn't have that, and her mama basically said what she's saying right now. So your mama said that. Hater. You a hater. Oh, that's because her mama is a baby boomer. Child, she should be doing it. That's your fault. That's a your fault problem. Again, blame your mama.
Raise y'all. I want to live my life. Baby, it's 365 days in a year.
Did she just call me as a grandmother baby? The disrespect. This half of y'all's problem. You have no fucking respect. You want something and then you're gonna come out here talking about baby. Don't call me that. Don't call me that. That's why you don't get shit, because you're disrespectful and you feel entitled. And you mind them business that don't pay you. Take this up with your mama, not the internet.
Your children or your child been at your grandma's house back in the day, 364. So I'm trying to figure out who in the hell did you really raise? Some of y'all kids.
This coming from the person that wants to drop her kid off for the weekend so she can live her life. So would you have a kid for if you wanted to drop them off for days to live your life? Your life is that kid. That's what y'all jackasses don't seem to understand. That's your life right there. But you can't give your selfish self up to sacrifice for your kid. And that's the part that these jackasses don't want to acknowledge or talk about. Those of us that did do that. And now that they're gone, we not taking on your fucking spawn. That's a you problem, bitch. Don't have kids if you can't make them your top priority. You should be having this discussion and be mad at the person that you laid down with, nobody else. So since she's saying grandmothers and aunties, and she a biatch too, that means that sisterhood shit yet again has been proven to be bullshit. Because you're not getting what you want. So you notice she ain't say grandpapas. She ain't say uncles. She ain't say no male cousins. She said grandmothers and aunties, which are females and women, just like her. And she ain't got shit to say about her own daggone mother. Biatches gonna biatch, like I say, all the damn time. It ain't never gonna fail, period, point fucking blank. They don't give a damn about nobody else but they damn selves. And if it's something that they fucking want, they gonna go for it. So if it's you, crusty, dusty, and musties, they going for it. I don't care what nobody says. She just proved me right again. Now, one man was mentioned at all. Shout out to the sisterhood.
Was at your sister house, your mama house?
Wait, now you're bringing the sister into it. What about the brother? What, brothers don't watch kids? These be the ones talking about crusty, dusty, musties, and rusties too, right? How you get pregnant though? I'm just asking. Maybe there was a way that we weren't aware of. Pretty sure it wasn't artificial insemination. But every female that she can think of, she bringing up to blame. Don't you gotta love the sisterhood, child?
Your great-great-grandma house. I mean, Gen X, a lot of y'all had a whole...
You went back to great-great-grandma too? Woo! I tell you.
Damn village when it came to y'all children. And you can't come through for yours? Now it's y'all turns to be the grandmama. It's now y'all turns to be the aunties. And
is this English she's talking? It's y'all's turns. It's y'all's turns. Girl, what are you saying? You need to take some time and go back to school and learn English and speak properly, because you're raising a kid. And if you're going to raise them as ignorantly as what you're talking about, the last thing you need to be doing is taking off weekends. You need to be in school.
It's so sad. Everybody looked out for y'all, but now it's your turn and you can't do nothing?
Jealousy is a motherfucker. I might have to use that as a title. Jealousy is a... Child, go talk to Obama and get yourself an ABCD. Girl, go talk to Obama and Shelley and get yourself an ABCD. Let them help you.
And then you say, oh, I want to live my life. Oh, I want to live my life. Baby, what did you miss in your prime? Y'all
The audacity. Baby, what did you miss in your prime? Why you about to miss in your prime? That's why you on here mad about not being able to have all the females take care of your spawn. I tell you, shout out to the millennials proving every day that I be right about most of y'all. Y'all ain't shit. Participation trophy motherfuckers that don't want no responsibility for nothing that's actual responsibility wise, but they just want to do what the fuck they want to do when they want to do it. And everything that has to do with a need, they need someone else to take care of it while they do what they want. How many times I say that? Here we go.
I was at the clubs 24/7. And let's not even talk about Freaknik, baby. You went every fucking year.
She over there mad and jealous, clocking what was being done that she couldn't do or didn't get a chance to do or whatever. Jealousy, motherfucker.
Now your sister needs some help. Now your brother needs some help with, hey sis, can you watch my son for me? Can you watch my daughter for me for like an hour? Ooh, an hour? An hour? Little Miss Unfit, an hour too much for you? Not the same bitch who left your child at your mama house.
Oh, and now you want to call names? So you want something you mad about and you think that's the best way? You keep calling all these names, girl. I can't imagine how the ungrateful don't get something being ungrateful now.
Sitting up here talking about, oh, I'm going to the club. I'm gonna be back at 9. I'm gonna be back at 9. Your mama had just told you she barely got food in the house, and you literally picking up your child, which was the millennial child. You picking up your baby Sunday evening.
Damn, she over there clocking the food and everything. Woo! You think about offering to pay? I promise you, I don't even need to ask. I promise you, with no allegedly, she don't offer to give anyone any funds for this weekend that she mad about that she didn't get. I promise you she wasn't paying none of the grannies, the aunties, the sisters, the girl cousins, nobody. You should be happy, thankful, and grateful that you get to watch her fucking spawn just because it's her spawn.
Can't sit up here and look out for your niece, your sister when it come down to your niece and nephew, but your children stayed at your sister's and your brother's house. Now it's your turn and you can't do nothing? And some of y'all was hella trifling, baby. Y'all would drop y'all kids off, walk off with your purse and didn't even ask. And the sad part is nowadays the millennials really can't even ask you because they know what you was about. They know what you about. Millennials don't even pull out half the shit y'all pulled off back in the late 80s and early 90s and 2000s, baby. Come on now. Because they know what type of person you are. And
but if that same person said, I'll watch your kid, I bet you she'll drop the kid off, won't she? Just let them talk, y'all. Just let them talk. And we're going to listen to the whole thing. Just let them talk. They tell on themselves every single time.
This is amazing.
She gonna talk all that shit, but if they turned around and said, oh, I'll do it, she'd be like, okay. All the shit she talking. Child, I'll do it. Okay. Oh, they go out the window. Ungrateful ingrates. Ungrateful ingrates. This is what a participation trophy gets you, and you don't do anything wrong, and we love you. Child, we don't give a fuck. I don't give one fuck. This is actually very funny because it just proves me right, and I love to be right. I just love it when I'm proven right. RBN up in here. I appreciate you. Boo, he says she is what bad smelling coochie expresses like. Listen, millennial, it's called Dove and Vinegar and go calm down. Woo! Child, RBN be coming through and playing no games, okay? And let's not, hold on. Let's not forget this.
I'm going to let you know right now. Your mama's a hoe. It doesn't matter that that's your mama and what your certain feelings about her. Your mama is a hoe. She's a hoe.
I'm selling cooch. I'm selling cooch. I'm selling cooch.
I beg your pardon?
I'm selling cooch. I'm selling cooch.
Woo! that's your drop, boo. Thank you for another 2. He said hi. What's up, boo? Good evening to you. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever the heck it is. Hopefully you are not at the white man's job, med school, and you chilling with the 90-inch. Come on, biatch.
What gets me is about Gen X. A lot of y'all, not all of y'all, but a lot of y'all will literally sit up there and be like, you know, the reason why my child or the children, the way they are today, the reason why they're so independent is because of me. Are they the reason why they are today because you taught them that, or because they didn't have a choice? Because there is a difference between teaching your child to be independent and because they didn't have a choice. So which one is it? Because the millennials I went to school with, the ones that I played with, they raised themselves while you went and go fucked off. They raised themselves when you.
So now she wants to make sure that she goes and fucks off. Whores! Shout out to Whoredom All 2025.
Still at that nigga house who still don't want you to this day. They raised.
This person is talking about somebody else from way back in the day that's over at that nigga's house. That nigga don't want him, while she's sitting up here talking about aunties and everyone else, and never once did she mention a husband. Never once did she mention a significant other. Ain't that funny? Shout out to J-Lo.
Themselves when y'all stayed at the club. They raised themselves when y'all spent the whole week at Freaknik. They raised themselves. And
she's jealous because she didn't get to go to Freaknik or the Greek festival, because now y'all can't do nothing without someone doing a mass. So you can't enjoy life the way that we did because we didn't have to worry about shit like that. Is that what it? Jealousy is a motherfucker. Telling you, that's what I'm naming this when I clip it out. Because this bitch is jealous. Blame your mama. You wasn't born at the right time. Don't hate. Figure out a way to do it. I give out solutions, but nobody want to listen because you think because of what you want, even though you got to depend on somebody else, everybody's supposed to fall down in line for your ass. Yes, sis. Nah, that's not how that worked. But child, she definitely was taking some notes because she just thought that she could go out here, fuck, get pregnant, dump a kid, and then think she literally is going to dump a kid so that she could go back out and fuck, possibly get pregnant again, and then try to act like she's so strong and independent. You gotta love it, child. You gotta love it. Shout out to Live from New York in the building. I appreciate you. He said she sounds like Ava from Abbott Elementary, ignorant AF too. I like Ava. I'm not gonna lie, I like Ava. At least Ava ain't had no damn kids. Okay, I love Abbott Elementary. Shout out to you, boo. I appreciate you. Shout out to RBN with another 10. I appreciate you, honey. Say, ain't millennials the crack babies of the... Oh, no. Oh, no. I believe so. I think we talked about that before. I believe so. Like a copy of a copy. Genetically dull. Just because your little brother and 7-year-old sons is... Just because your little brother and your 7-year-old son is the same age is no reason to be mad. Yo. RBN does not play, y'all, okay? RBN does not play. I love it. Shout out to you. That's awesome. I do believe that they are the crack babies of the crack babies, for real. And that'd be a big problem too. Nobody want to talk about that though. That's crazy. That's like the 80s. Like when New Jack City came out, or maybe New Jack City came out in the 90s, but they were emulating what was going on in the 80s. Under Ronald Reagan, I think. I wasn't really paying attention to shit back then. But anyway, I agree with you. Shout out to RBN.
It's so sad. Y'all sorry asses can't come through for nobody. And the sad part,
he said, y'all sorry asses can't come through for nobody. Child, the best way to get somebody to do something for you is to insult them, I tell you.
Is when it comes to your millennial child, her daddy already sorry. You picked her daddy, and then you gonna turn around and be a sorry ass mother, and turn around and be a sorry ass grandmama and a sorry ass auntie.
Wow, sister, go sisters, go sister, go sister. I just love the sisterhood, y'all. Don't you just love the sisterhood? I do. She is mad. She is mad, y'all. Wow. She's been harboring this for a while. Because she was paying attention back in the day. She'd been harboring this for, she just thought, did she go fucking get pregnant because she just thought everybody would want? Have I not said this several times? I would just say several times. Everybody loves that baby when you first, have it and everything, everybody there. But I tell you, after about 60 days, everybody go back to regular life. We don't give a damn about your kids like that. Now, I love my grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? But y'all ain't nobody, the first one you all googly eyed and blah, 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 blah. All right, then there's another one. Then there's the first boy. It's like, still about 60 days, child. Child, you think I'm interested in watching an infant? If I wanted to watch a fucking infant, I would have had another fucking baby. I didn't want the first one. Lies. But I'm just saying, I don't even like being pregnant. So if I don't want to do that to my body and have to be responsible, why would I want to do that for your spawn? I already told y'all the story about the fucking cruise. I'm supposed to beg these people. I'm supposed to be at she wants people to be at their beck and call for her. And with all this rant and all these insults and all of this bullshit, she ain't never spoke about near bit of funding for this shit. Because she swears she knows everything, right? No one knows if anybody brought any food into the house. It didn't necessarily have to be money. You don't know if they said that I will cut the grass. I don't know, y'all. Like I told you, my grandmother, when she came downstairs, she never went back upstairs. They could have been washing clothes. They could have been putting clothes out on the line, bringing clothes in. She don't ever mention what she's going to do for what it is that she wants. Because that's how these motherfuckers are. They are selfish, entitled pains in the ass and think that the whole world revolves around them. And it started, again, with the participation trophy. Just because you're you, everyone should give a fuck. And that's why enough of these people are having these other problems that we see over and over and over again. Of course, it's disproportionately affected is what, everyone will say. But it's also the fact that you think that everyone should do something for you. That's why there's so many people saying that I don't want to work. What kind of shit is that? How do you survive in the world if you don't work? Everybody wants to be a fucking influencer. How in the fuck do you think that influencing that? So everybody's an influencer? You know what I'm saying? So you, again, you see her spider makeup and weave. So she got some money. She ain't talking that bit about no husband yet again. How come she ain't making this rant at minimum about her baby daddy? And did she mention whether she asked him about the kid coming for the weekend? Nope. Another bitch going after the biatches because ain't no loyalty among women. Period.
I mean, sometimes I look at, not all of y'all, but sometimes I look at the Gen X generation like a damn platypus. I mean, God just be making anything because at this point, what are you good for?
Wow, God just be making anything. Let me tell you what I'm here for. I'm here to carry my ass on vacation in 2 daggone weeks while you sitting here on the internet whining, complaining that nobody gonna watch your spawn. Because I done already raised my kids and I already did what I needed to do, like work, sacrifice, build. And now I can afford to do what the fuck I want. You begging on the internet. So who's really the platypus at the end of the day? Just like Democrats keep calling people names when you want something, that's sure to get you what it is that you're looking for.
What are you good for? My advice to my millennials, baby, continue to do the best you can. That's all you can, sis. That's all you can do, sis. That's all you can do, bro, is do the best you can. Because at this point, baby, I mean, you've been making it as far as we all can remember. You the one that's been raising. If you the oldest, baby, we all know you've been the one raising your damn siblings, all of them, early one of them. Baby, we all know you the one who had to fend for yourself. Do the best you can. And just instead of arguing with your mama and started arguing with your daddy, accept them for who they are and just keep trucking and just do the best you can. When your child start asking questions about, why my grandma don't come around, why every time I look.
Now the kid is going to be asking why the grandma don't come around. So this is what these selfish biatches is going to do. They're going to talk mad sugar honey iced tea to their kids about their aunties, their grannies, and all the other people that she named, because that's how immature these people are. I promise you that's basically what she's going to do. And in turn, ruin her chances even more and look like a crazy ass person. And then when she's sitting there, just say she got a boy and he grows up and starts beating her ass, then she gonna want the internet to give a fuck and come out here and tell us about that. See, y'all, we don't be knowing what real underlying stories be going on with all these people with all these problems, child. We just gonna take what they say and infer from that. And she's saying a lot right here. She's a disrespectful bitch at the end of the day. That's an entitled millennial who want to do what she want to do and have everyone else take care of her needs, which includes a whole ass person that came out of her twat that everybody else is supposed to care about. I promise you, I do not.
Look around, grandma won't let me come over. What's going on? Don't dog her out. Do not dog her out. She will see when she get of age. She will see when she get of age.
You see that? You see how I'm telling you, she's gonna, let me get this picture. She's gonna be bad mouthing her own mother, grandmother, and everybody else because she couldn't get away for the weekend. And never once did she offer a thing. These are the same people, in my opinion, that are out here upset because the food stamp requirements and the other requirements from the Triple B is saying that you got to work for 20 hours or you got to volunteer for 20 hours. Mad that you can't sit there and get some mo shit for free, but are ready, willing, and able for all this spider makeup and weave that I promise you she gonna take care of. But got all this smoke for everybody else because they not doing what she thinks that they should do because she's so effing special, child. I'm glad we watched that whole video. Fuck that bitch. Shout out to RBN with another 5. I appreciate you, boo. So she mad at her kids for cramping her bamboo raft vacation in Jamaica. She not mad at her kids. She mad at the women that won't watch her kids for her. At the end, she started bringing in a few men, but this is basically all about women because this is women shit. This women's shit. And not once did she mention her child's father.
This is
not
amazing.
one effing time. I just don't get in this world today how these bitches bypass the person that gave them this child to then go and blame everyone else. No, this sounds like it's a you problem yet again, and your fault because you couldn't hang on to a nigga while you over here talking about what somebody else did back in the 80s and the 90s when your ass don't know shit about shit. Tell us about your relationship and where your baby daddy is. Tell us where the kid's daddy is. Tell us why he don't have weekends. Tell us why he don't have summers. Tell us why he ain't doing week after week. What is it? 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 week on, 1 week off. Tell us why that's not going on in your life. And then you have the schedule down when you let the person that got you pregnant be a part of your kid's life. And then you can trade the responsibilities. We know y'all not get married. Hoes don't marry, right? Y'all just want to be hoes. So why don't y'all figure out how to work it out with the people that got you pregnant and go off on them and leave the rest of us alone? Because as a Generation Xer, as a grandmother, as an auntie, at the end of the day, for someone like yo ass, which is what most of y'all are like, I promise you, we don't give a damn. Because there's many things that we already don't give a damn about. We definitely don't give a damn about you and your bullshit. Thank you, RBN. I appreciate you. Shout out to Logical. Thank you, hun. She said, now I got all these broke single mom vids on my feed. Thanks, Bessie. My bad, because that's all I got on my feed too, child. So much. Anyway, thank you all so much for sitting through all that. That actually was worth going through, and I appreciate you. Shout out to RBN Stream sponsor at this point. Thank you, hun. We're moving on, though, from this biatch, child, to this ninja right here, all right? Because you know what I forgot to talk about real quick before I even get into this is the tonight's conversation from Sunday, which, okay, Trill did not come. So Trill was not there. There was a couple other dudes, like the regular smugglers. But then this one gorgeous man came out, child. I don't know his name. I found him on Instagram now, but child, woo, Lord. Anyway. So Ace Metaphor is short. He a little thick in the thighs, child, but you know, whatever. And Kitty was there, who's beautiful, 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 beautiful. Love her. And some other little cute girl there. She's adorable too. So they was all pretty cute. They was all very nice. I mean, the show was cool. It was cool. It was nice. My section of all these, mostly women, we had a good time and everything. But I feel like maybe because it's like a shortened summer session, it's not the same as some of the viral moments that we see when they're like all out because they make it a podcast and they record it and everything. But it was a fun thing to do. It was a good thing to see at the end of the day. But some of them damn questions, y'all, some of them questions that these people was asking, they really be asking these questions, okay? And that's what reminded me of it with this right here, because there was a woman that went up there and asked, what should she do now that the person that she in a relationship with, this is how she said it, had a baby, and now she don't know what she should do. There's a lot of questions. Not one man asked a question. First of all, there wasn't many men there, but not one man asked a question. But she said they've been together since they were kids. So they've known each other for kids. So they're, friends from younger days. And then they've been having a relationship, allegedly. So then they start clarifying questions. The panel starts clarifying things because they're like, were you in a relationship? Does he know that you were in a relationship? And she couldn't answer the question. Well, and it's like, girl, come on now. So then they start talking about how old is the baby? The baby an infant, like the baby is new. And then they like, so how long y'all been together? So it's been some time. No, Cheyenne, that Cheyenne lady was not there. So it's been at least 15 years that they've been dealing with each other on and off. And then they ended up, and then he ended up having a baby with somebody else. And they like, well, why would you want to be in a relationship with someone that had a baby on you, allegedly? And she had no answers. So they don't be telling you what to do. They just be kind of giving their opinion, which it was cool to really see in person. So it's really like, were you really in a relationship with that person? Do you want to be in a relationship with a person that had a baby on you, which means that they probably had unprotected sex with them, unprotected sex with you, and who knows how many other people. So I don't know what she gonna do, but in that case, child, as a person that just went through what I just said on the other video with taking care of infants, child, you can have that shit. She been his work since middle. Oh Lord, I guess you're kind of right though. Oh Lord, I think you're right. Yeah, basically. She had the answer but won't say it. Oh no. Did y'all change your names? Dang, Messy, my bad. He told me he was going to be there. Oh, that's all good. I still had a good time anyway. I appreciate your help. Y'all changing your names on me? What is going on? Zarok said, sounds like she's used to having him in her life and she doesn't want to let him go. Absolutely, I agree. But at what cost? Like, are you in a relationship or not? Because all these years, a lot of these questions were women who have been in these situations with these men for a long time. And when I say a long time, I'm talking about anything like more than like 2 or 3 years, especially if you're trying to be in a committed relationship or be married. Why are you wasting time? YouTube is messing with your handles? Okay. What the fuck? What are they doing? Okay. I'm like, what is going on? I'm used to JP changing his name, but it's like everybody's changing their names. But it's like, you really must not really want to have that if you're going to be hanging on to somebody that ain't treating you right and giving you what you need or anything like that, right? And then they asking these questions. I'm like, oh my God. It's like, you going to ask a question? I say, hell no, because I promise you I'm going viral and I ain't doing that. I don't want no attention. Nope. I'm good. Y'all ask the questions. I support y'all. I support our section, okay? What the fuck is this? Y'all leave me alone. Anyway, so yeah, so it was a good time. It was good stuff. A good thing to see in person. But when they come back for like a full show, then I will go again for sure. I think I'll go again for sure. Is it logical or Mo? Who knows exactly, right? All right. I'll figure it out. Jeffrey Woodland. Look, Jeffrey Woodland's supposed to be J-Dub. Child, they probably making some daggone updates that ain't gonna make no daggone difference. But shout out to the girl from yesterday that said she sent her live over. I didn't even know that was a thing that can be done too. So shout out to you, boo, if you're listening. I had to go look it up. I'm like, what the hell is this? And they made that type of change on YouTube where you can send your whole audience somewhere. This is a lot going on, but that could be a positive thing. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what happened there. Oh, and then I got these cards.
This is amazing.
So I bought the cards, right? Because I said these will be good for when we do Freak Pod. So this one is called Couples Intimate X Edition. And then relationship debates. Because actually I want to bring some MSDs up and talk about some of this stuff too. And then Freaky Play. So that's why I bought that. Because Trent always get me to ask all the questions. Nigga, you ask some questions. So now I got some place to go to get some questions. Shout out to Smoke and Talk up in here. Shout out to Baltimore. I see you, booze. Thank you so much, honey. Says salute to my sister Messy. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to you, Saz. And ma'am, thank you all so much for everything that you do. Let's make sure that we support our other content creators out here. Smoke and Talk from Be More. Shout out to Baltimore. Up in here. All right, let's get to this ninja right here, child. This is what made me think of everything. I'm assuming this is Mike Love, Cuffy. See you 3 feet. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. Shout out to y'all though. Because look, Rome was just Rome _king. Now it's Rome. Anyway. All right. So this is from, I don't even know who this is from. I can't even see it right now. So it says, I told my wife I had a baby with someone else. Her response shocked me. Woo, Lord. Oh, Willie Moore Jr. Live. Willie Moore Jr. Live. What a name.
Baby with this girl. And I'm like, oh man. So I went home. I told my wife, listen, this happened with the full understanding that she's going to be like, yeah, I can't be with you no more. I'm out. She cried for 16 hours. And she said, nah, I don't want you to go nowhere. And I stayed. I couldn't be the a-hole, to cheat and then bounce.
Right.
And so, at least she would need to be the one. So I stayed. And of course, that real estate agent, it hurt her. Mm-hmm. And now I got a son. Mm-hmm. And my heart is just thrown. But then I ain't never had no kids with this one. And while I'm married, I had a baby with this girl. And I'm like, oh, man. So I went home. I told my wife, listen, this happened with the full understanding that she's going to be like, yeah, I can't be with you no more. I'm out. She cried for 16 hours. And she said, nah, I don't want you to go nowhere. And I stayed. I couldn't be the a-hole, to cheat and then bounce.
Right.
And so, at least she would need to be the one. So I stayed. And of course, that real estate agent, it hurt her. Mm-hmm. And now I got a son. Mm-hmm. And my heart is just thrown. But then I ain't never had no kids with this one.
Oh, Lord. What people bring out here to the internet. Lord have mercy. Anyway. Couch, appreciate you. He said racism. I'm still black, Couch, and not white front. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, sir. Yo, don't he sound like Sweet Dick? Really, like seriously, man, you married. I feel like y'all let me know, gentlemen, crust dust and much strong, independent men up in here. That man sounds like he wanted the wife to leave him. Because he's like, oh, she want me to stay. Like, sir, it sounds like you wanted her to leave. That's what I hear. Is it just me? He's like, I can't believe it. She cried for 16 hours. That's all it took was a cry for 16 hours. And then she was like, I'm going to keep you. You're not going to be out here having kids and think that we stand together. Okay. We can discuss somebody cheating. We can discuss that. What we not going to do is have it happen over and over again. And what we not going to do is bring home kids and STDs and STIs. Here we go again. Infants. And then she can't have, how insulting. She can't even have kids, or maybe she can. Maybe I heard it wrong. She ain't even got no kids. Now you got a whole ass son with a realtor who's upset with you because she thought that you would be coming to her. So again, it sounds like allegedly, I'm assuming and inferring here that the realtor knew that you was married, got pregnant, not saying that she did it on her own, but she didn't have no care for the sister that you was married to, because she wanted what she wanted from your ass, and then assumed that because she got pregnant, that when you go and tell her about it, that she would say, I don't want you no more, and divorce, and then you would come to her. And it sounded like he wanted to go to the realtor. But because the wife said you should stay, he didn't want to be the cheater and the dumper. Pause. So he said, all right, I'll stay. Woo! I don't want you, sir. I'm telling you right now, if it got to be like that, I don't want you. Go on. If the wife see this, I hope she says, you know what? I had a rethink. You can go on over there with them. Child, she could walk away and not have any ties to him and move on and find something else, child. When people need to be moving on and finding something else, they stay. This is what it seems to be. When it's something that you could potentially possibly work out, you leave. When it's a reason that you really need to go and leave, you know, you're out here selling something, doing something illegally, got a felony, an ankle monitor, in and out of jail, you stay. This person over here been taking care of you for the longest time, been taking care of the house, been paying all the bills, they lose their job. Now you try and get divorced. You ain't trying to help out nobody. You just want everything. I can't. Child, everything is asshole backwards around here. Woo! Your Excellency, sir, up in here. I see you, boo. He said he's still an asshole. He cheated. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. But it seems like there's a few assholes around here. What is she holding on to him for? That's all I'm saying. For what, ma'am? Let me hear him one more time, because maybe I misheard something.
And while I'm married, I had a baby with this girl. And I'm like, oh, man. So I went home. I told my wife, listen, this happened, with the full understanding that she's going to be like, yeah, I can't be with you no more.
With the full understanding that she was going to say, yeah, I can't be with you no more. He was ready. I can't be with you no more. I had something over here with that one, and the way he's talking about him, this man don't have no respect for women, in my opinion. So who the hell is this dealing with him? I mean, maybe he's somebody famous and I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Y'all tell me. I don't know who this man is. I mean, to me, it sounds like he's not a very respectful man. Okay. Fully intending and expecting that she gonna let me go, so then that made me free to I can be over here with her. After this, I will change it over to subscribers, y'all. And she surprised you. She threw a boomerang in there and said, yeah, nigga, nah, I'll stay.
I'm out. She cried for 16 hours.
Look at the way his face looks. Look at his face. She cried for 16 hours. Look at his face. He was like, I thought after all that, she would be like, I'm out of here.
And she said, nah, I don't want you to go nowhere. And I stayed. And I
stayed. And I stayed. Sir, you didn't have to stay. Sir, you still did not have to stay. Please don't be someplace that you don't want to be at, okay?
Couldn't be the a-hole, to cheat and then bounce.
Right.
So only because he didn't want to look more of an a-hole than he already is. He's like, all right, I'll stay. Because I really want to leave. This is what I'm hearing. Gentlemen, let me know if I'm wrong. This is what I hear. I was expecting to leave, but she wanted me to stay. So I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to look bad in front of everybody else. I mean, it's bad enough I didn't have a kid outside of the marriage. I don't want to see her, leave her on top of it. Sir, she has no kids. She has no ties to you. Just gone. Just gone.
And so, at least she would need to be the one. So I stayed. And of course,
she would need to be the one to what, sir? She would need to be the one in order to say go. And she didn't. I'm telling you, he wanted her to say go.
At least she would need to be the one. So I stayed.
She would need to be the one to say you gotta go. He can't do it because he's gonna look bad. So he was like, oh shit. She didn't want me to go. Oh, Lord, help your people.
And of course, that real estate agent, it hurt her.
Oh, why was the real estate agent hurt? Why was the real estate agent hurt? Because she thought she was going to get your ass. Why would you want a man that's already cheating on his wife that got you pregnant and had no care for her, but you want him that bad? Child, am I being proven right for the second time tonight? Ain't no sisterhood when a biatch wants what the hell it is that you have.
and now I got a son, and my heart is.
And he has a son now. You definitely wanted to go where the son was. Come on now, y'all. A son. A man wanted a son, right? Typically.
Just thrown, but then I ain't never had no kids with this one.
I was just thrown, and I ain't never had no kids with this one. Who was it? He sound ignorant as hell, child. I don't care what y'all say. Fuck that nigga. And if that's what you wanted, wifey, good luck to you, and whatever the hell happens moving forward. Moving on, y'all. Child. You can't make it up. Remember the villain coach from yesterday? We have another word from the villain coach, okay? Your villain coach, error coach. Your villain error coach, part 4.
For your life! They're trying to take your life! It's you!
Here are some ways you can steal his energy and dim his shine. I need to see more negging. You're cute for someone who doesn't really try. I usually don't go for guys like you, but you're cool. When he puts on a fly outfit or gets a fresh cut, just act like you didn't notice. I want to see more women centering themselves in his moment. When he does something grand, I want you to say it's not that deep. Anyone can do it. I want y'all to start criticizing everything. How he walks, how he talks, how he eats his food. When you see him feeling passionate about something, bring up all the fears related to the thing he's passionate about. I want you guys to start taking credit for his accomplishments. You wouldn't have got that without me. If you ever see him post anywhere, I want you to send him the post in his DMs with a heart, but never comment publicly.
They following her.
Run for your life! They're trying to take your life! It's you!
Here's some ways.
Of course, that crazy person is talking about y'all crusty, dusty musties, okay? This one has 77,000 hearts, over 1,300 comments, 18,000 saves, and been shared over 5,300 times. Shall we look at some of these comments, child? I usually don't go for guys like you. The fact that this is what they normally do. Target audience reached. I built this feed tier by tier. You're turning me into a monster. I actually like it. Any Nigerian lady here? I don't know what that means. Guys, this is so evil. I'm starting tonight. Uh-oh. You're cute for someone who doesn't really try. Why is this making me jump for joy? Damn, I ain't been doing all that. I'm on the right side of TikTok. Not in my head, holding my sweaters and squinting my eyes while listening to this mantra. I need this content to continue. The fact I already do this without knowing is crazy. This lady is Shira's first daughter that graduated from School of Witchcraft and Sorcery. Child, I'm just here to let y'all know what's going on, okay? This is what y'all got to deal with, okay? We'll do another one tomorrow because, of course, there's more. I'm just saying. There's plenty from this lady. She is growing by leaps and bounds, and these biatches love it. They love it, okay? Quell Man, I appreciate you, boo. He says, see, they be screwing the same ninja because they don't care because there's no sisterhood. Like I said, it's a hood, just ain't no sisterhood, okay? Let's go on over to let's go on to the quitting, okay? Because I changed it over to subscribers mode. Y'all make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Hear what these biatches got to say. Then take a look at some of their other TikToks because they really are out here with a whole. There's so many trends on TikTok. And we can't keep up. We can't keep up. Keep TikTok forever, child. Keep TikTok forever, child. You know what? That's a good one. TikTok demons. Ooh, maybe I'll pull that and call it that title. Shout out to Wolfpack Mind for that. I just might. Anyway, all right. So GRWN, get ready with me, child. I'll be learning. While I tell you why I regret quitting my 9-to-5 to travel the world. This is from Market Gains here on YouTube. You have 215,000 subscribers. It's titled, I Want My Job Back. People are regretting quitting their jobs.
Get ready with me while I tell you why I regret quitting my 9-to-5 to travel the world.
Have you ever done something where you think like you might regret it?
I'm planning to leave my job without having another one lined up. For anyone who's done this before, what led you to the decision to quit without a backup, and how did you manage to survive financially during?
Okay, so this is Market Gains talking right now. So this sounds like something that biatch that was just complaining about Generation X not watching her bastards would say and go and do something like this and then turn around and say that is her mother's fault for not teaching her or some bullshit like that.
It's going to be about,
because it's always blame somebody else for the decisions that you make. You know what I'm saying? So I'm fast forwarding this to where the TikTok start on this video. It's always somebody else's fault. Nobody want to listen. You know, you probably shouldn't quit a job if you don't have another one lined up. Oh, I'm going to be an influencer. I'm going to travel the world. I want to do what I want. Do what you want. Then all of a sudden they'll find a way to twist it up and blame Generation X, blame you crusty dusties and musties, but never take a look in the mirror to see what the fuck it is that they ever do. Never that, child. Never that. Shout out to your excellent sir. I appreciate you. He said, it's fine. Karma has already started stripping them of everything. F this demon. Uh-oh. I'm gonna bring more of her just so that y'all know what's going on. It's very interesting, and to see all the people that be co-signing that. Whenever it's negative and the most negative thing, it's interesting to me how women will gravitate to that. But anything that's positive and helpful so that you can have a normal life and everything could probably be more calmed down, they ain't trying to hear it at all. That's why Kendra can have 3,000 a night. Sheer 7 girl can have like 10,000 every night. And then someone like Maggie, the substitute teacher, and Luke Hazley, you know, they can get about 20 maybe. You know what I mean? Because that's going to actually help you more so than what these bitches are doing. But, you know, have the fuck at it, right? All right, here we go. Come on, child.
Check out some of these videos. A lot of people are regretting leaving.
This is amazing.
I just quit my 9-to-5 job, which is like the craziest sentence to say out loud. It wasn't an impulsive decision whatsoever. I actually went through like lots of phases of talking about it with different people. And I think the one thing that was always on my mind was this sense of regret that I would feel regardless of the decision that I made. And I don't know if anyone else has ever felt like this, but it almost felt like any decision I made, there would be like some regret that I was feeling, which was scaring me so much. And around the time when I had to like make my final decision, I read this 1987 paper, like it was so old, called Regret, a Theoretical and Conceptual Analysis by Janet Landon. And she basically broke down the concept of regret and said that it was not like any other emotion that we experience because it's both cognitive and emotional. And regret happens when you're comparing your current reality to all of the other possible.
Child, I promise you I don't care. I don't want to hear this from you, child. Nightjade, and thank you, hon. She says, Lord have mercy. Gimping ain't easy. Shout out to Nightjade. She said, TikTok is beyond insanity. The villain lady blew my mind as well as this is your confirmation to leave. OMG. I see why they are so brainwashed for sure. I'm telling you, child, if they should get rid of it, if they should get rid of TikTok and OF, these biatches are going to be so jumping off the curb because they won't know what to do with themselves. I'm telling you. I don't think TikTok going to go away. But the person that owns OnlyFans is looking to sell it. And I just heard that people in maybe somewhere in Asia, I think, have outlawed OF. They've totally outlawed it because they said it's no good. It's shit, like we already know, right? And if that should happen to catch on here, whoo, I am taking vacation. And we will be on 24 hours a day. Y'all got to keep me awake, coffee and everything. We're going to be on here. All right. I'm moving past her because, child, she getting on my nerves. She boring. Moving on.
And realize that regret is just part of this entire journey. And any decision that you make, you'll always think about the what ifs. And I think that's just part of being human.
All right. Calling all people pleasers or recovering people pleasers because I'm crashing out right now because I just quit my job. I just started this job 6 weeks ago and I just could not take it anymore. And so I'm planning on doing my own thing. More on that later. But I basically talked to my boss today, who honestly, I feel like kind of like bait and switched me. Like the interview process was very different from the experience, which kind of led to some of this. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I just want to live life on my own terms. But anyway, sorry if this is rambling, and I really appreciate you guys listening because I'm like freaking out right now. So basically, okay, I started this job 6 weeks ago. I decided it wasn't for me. It's an accounting job. We have an audit coming up. I told her that I was available for the next month to help out with things, but she wanted me to stay until September. I said that's not a possibility because I have other things lined up, aka the business that I'm starting and the things I'm working on with other clients. And so she said okay in like a very fake way and like clearly was like pissed off. And I I'm interpreting that as being pissed off. And yeah, basically she was like, okay, well that sounds good. And like the conversation was literally like 30 seconds long. Like I was like, so no, like I've resigned from roles before. It was crazy how quickly it was. And I was like, there was just no like additional questions. There was no congratulations. There was none of that. There was like, okay, thank you for letting me know. Please get out of my office. Like, shouldn't say please get out of my office, but she like wanted me to get out of her office. Anyway, the people pleaser in me is freaking out because I don't like not being liked. And I'm trying to work on this, but it's like really, really difficult. And I know that I'm doing the best thing for myself and for my family, but I just am really like, I wasn't a jerk, right? Like I put in a month. It's like over the 2-week period. Like, can somebody just type me up in the comments and tell me that I'm not a horrible person? Because I feel like a horrible person because that's what people pleasers do. I hate adulting.
As I got closer to people that I worked with, I realized that everyone hated their dog. Hey, so I recently made a video about how I quit Big Four after 8 months working there, and I'm here to respond to some more questions and comments about it. I studied operations and info management in college, so the direct path was for me to go work in consulting at Big Four, do data analytics. I ended up working at, we'll call it Company X because I don't want to name it.
Girl, what?
I interned there. I got my offer. The internship was great, honestly. They treat you like kings when you're an intern because they want you to come back. I took the offer when I got my full-time offer after my internship, because when you're at school, they all tell you Big Four is the way to go. You need to go to Big Four. You're going to make money. And it looks great on your resume. 1 year at Big Four is 2 years anywhere else. As I got closer to people that I worked with, I realized that everyone hated their dog. My senior was working from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. like every single day, weekends included.
So she quit because people were not going home to their dogs, it sounds like. That's what I feel like I'm hearing.
And that is just no way to live, in my opinion. I respectfully do not want to do that for the rest of my life. I value my health way more, especially someone who struggled with mental health. I didn't fight this hard for me to end up back there. I didn't have the intention of leaving before a year because I would have to pay my bonus back and then it would look bad on my resume. But after coming back from Christmas and New Year's, I just couldn't do it. I tried so hard. I would literally be in meetings over Teams and I would be crying in my meeting and no one would know because my camera was off. So all I had time for was work and then go to spin because spin is my outlet. And I would literally go and cry at spin class in that Soul Cycle dark room. And I just couldn't help it.
Okay, so I'm going to answer this question. And I'm going to do another part 3, I guess, of other bags that I have. But first, this question. So I did 2 years as a personal shopping assistant at Bergdorf's. And then the 3rd year, I really wanted a change and I really wanted to be on the like more client experience and event side, which didn't really exist at the time. So the role that I was put in was kind of created for me and for a need that they were trying to fill. So it was great. I had the best manager. I loved who I worked with. I still talk to them. I tried to go back last year and it just like there wasn't a spot for me at the time. But I left on like the best terms. Ultimately, the reason I left is because the role that I was in wasn't as developed, obviously because the department was all new.
Oh my God.
And they were still figuring out like what budget looked like, what direction they wanted to take it in. And I really wanted to go to a bigger company that.
Oh my God. Is this what happens when y'all go out with these people? They're getting on my fucking nerves, just babbling. Like, seriously. Blah, blah, blah. This is what I'm hearing. Like, honestly, I swear to you. This is what TikTok is for. Oh my God. Maybe I do like the complainers because these people are putting me to sleep. What the fuck? Oh, this is what it is when you... I can't do it. Child, do they at least make you laugh? Do you at least have fun at any point, or is it all just bitching, whining, and complaining and droning on and on and on? Oh my God. That is too damn much. Your Excellence, I appreciate you. He said, minus you, Auntie, and Ms. Excellence. I'm tired of the female voice. They wake up screeching and continue it all day. Shut up. I promise you. This is what I'm hearing. Girl, get to it. Oh my child, just another reason why I don't deal with these people. I could not sit here and listen to this. And it's just been what, 5 good minutes, and I can't take it. Child, this segment might be short because I can't do it. I might as well. Let me skip past her. Maybe that's the. Oh no, she talking this. Oh hell no. Let's get to this other white woman. Maybe I should have saved this for Wednesday, child. Quell man, appreciate you. If men did this, we would be all kinds of dusty. Child, you dusty anyway. You might as well do it. You should do it for fun, y'all. The next time you take a biatch, y'all, just sit there and just incessantly talk and never take a breath because you're already dusty anyway. You have nothing to lose. You are already dusty anyway, Crust. Okay? You have nothing to lose. Woo! Come on, Ginger. Are you any better? Lord have mercy.
But I would rather be broke and happy than have a job and be absolutely miserable that I want to every single day. I also quit a job that absolutely did not care about me at all. And I did have something lined up. I do make money on social media, so I do have an income. I didn't quit with absolutely nothing going on. I had also paid off a ton of my debt while I was there, which was my goal and my plan to do so. And I did that. So I got to the point where I could prioritize my mental health versus working a minimum wage job that did not care.
Okay, so shout out to her for paying off her debt before she quit the job. I'm going to give credit where credit is due, but I'm sensing a theme. Why do these bitches have so many mental health issues, Bueller? Everybody seemed to talk about, I got to prioritize my mental health. I have problems with my mental health, but my mental health is okay now. My mental health. This is amazing. Keep putting it out here on the internet, and then it'll be like, why doesn't anyone approach me? Which I might have a video. It's just you're telling everything. Mental health, my mental health. You know, I got mental health, and my mental health is important because of mental health. And you know, I'm mental because of my health, and my health is mental. So mental health. Oh my God. Is there a daily word limit? I feel like I heard that on a TV show before. Is there like a daily word limit like these people got to do? Child. My love. Thank you so much, Boo. I appreciate you. He said, I guarantee they're great employees as long as they don't talk. The girl talking about they made the whole job up for her and she fucking quit and then turned around talking about, I want to come back. Girl, what? And she white. Girl, what? Child, these people crazy. Come on, child.
About me, and so I did what I needed to do. And I will forever stand by that. I would rather be broke and be happy on a daily basis than have all the money in the world, but my mental health be absolutely awful.
Remember what she just said. Hold on, let me back it on up. They would rather be broke while we know about beg talk, right? They would rather be broke.
So I got to the point where I could prioritize my mental health versus working a minimum wage job that did not care about me. And so I did what I needed to do. And I will forever stand by that. I would rather be broke and be happy on a daily basis than have all the money in the world, but my mental health be absolutely awful where I don't want to live anymore. And I know that's a very privileged take to say, and I understand that I am in a privileged enough position where I live with somebody else and I don't have, you know,
Oh, she lives with someone else, so she has not the whole responsibility. Go ahead, girl.
all the living expenses on me. I do have some of them, but I don't have all of them on me.
Oh, so that makes it a lot easier when you don't have to pay any living expenses, a la rent and electric and all the other things that you strong, independent, paying a light bill men have to do. So it's being made easier for her. Child, I'm going to put her as a millennial. Y'all some weak ass motherfuckers, okay? I'm telling you, just weak as a motherfucker. Wow. Live from New York, I appreciate you. He says student debt equals minimum job wage equals mental health equals that. I want to prioritize my mental health. I would rather be broke. So this is like the first half before we get to the second half that we always see, where it's not right, it's not fair, somebody did this to me, I can't afford it, I got kids, blah, 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 blah. But they never tell this side of the story. Now, I'm not saying all, but I am saying I'm pretty sure it started out around here, or that generation, the girl complaining about Generation X, worrying about what everybody else is doing, spending all her money on her, don't want to offer nothing to all the people that she complaining about, don't mention no baby daddy, but everybody else is her problem. Wow, there's some selfish bitches around here, y'all.
I get not everybody has that opportunity, and I hate that. I had the opportunity to consider my mental health more than money, and I took that. Even if it takes me 6 more months to find another job, I will never regret quitting that job.
Story time. Hi, my name is Lily. Just wanted to pop on here and
a lot of what? Biatches.
Say hi and give you a little bit of.
Hold on. Why are white women having problems with their men? Goodbye. How in the hell are white bitches having all these problems? What? Child, y'all just want to take on problems just like a biatch. You just want to act put upon for no fucking reason. I know these problems and I'm white. I mean, they didn't say that. That's me talking for them. Girl, you white. Please shut up. Sorry, white people. It's the truth. You got more opportunity than the rest of us, than us colored. So you over here whining, talking about my mental health. Child, that's something white people gonna say any daggone way. That's why they all saying it. All of them. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
Story of how I started this and who I am, what I do. So I just recently quit my full-time job at a casino that I had been for 4 years. And that's where I was before I started my business. So during COVID, we all got laid off. So I had been wanting to start a business. I just wasn't sure what. And this opportunity came up. So I just went to Mexico, started buying stuff. And then eventually I had to go back to work. So then I was trying to do both at the same time. Also, I was working nights at the casino. So that actually made it easier for me to work on my business because I was packing orders and doing everything during the day. But then I was just really tired. So I wanted to start working day shifts so I could have a normal life, which I did. And that started at the beginning of 2022. But then that took my whole day. So that actually made my business go down. And now I quit my job at the end of last year, 2022. I've been unemployed for a month now. And I'm just realizing how much I neglected my business. So I am just trying to get back on track. And yeah, it's been tough, but we'll make it there.
Have you ever done something where you think like you might regret it? Here's what happened to me about 3 years ago. I quit my job to become a full-time entrepreneur. Now it was scary. It was really scary leaving 6 figures of being in corporate for a really long time to doing something new, coaching people. There was a little bit of a transition, but 3 years later, I can happily say I am a 6-figure coach. And that happened the first year I started. And I can tell you my one regret is to not have started sooner than I did. So if you're finding that you want to do something that is out of your wheelhouse, something that you're taking a leap of faith in, I'm going to tell you that you should go for it.
Go
If
for
you
it.
want to build a side hustle or you want to start a new business, I am a business coach and a life coach. We're going to build you a business that you can feel good about, but also have balance. So you're not working hard hours like you did in the corporate. You're making that residual income in.
So she's telling people that if you start your own business, you're going to not be working as hard as you do in corporate America, because when you start your own business, it's so easy. You don't have to work hard. This is somebody that these people be listening to. So you got your own shit. You're not saying that you need to work hard. Girl, if you don't go to hell, I can't do this. This is hilarious, honestly, at the end of the day. This is who these people be following. She out here advertising. She trying to get somebody to sign up for her coaching. Shout out to her. Make all the money, just like Kendra G, child. Make all the money from these biatches who are lazy AF and want everything to be easy and think that they should have everything easily done. And they should get everything that they want just because they're them. These are the, remember when Whitney Houston said the children of the future? Woo! Good luck to the future, child. Good luck to the future. Thank you, Your Excellency. Sir, he said all that demon time is coming back to bite them, not in the BBLs. Shout out to the BBLs. Hello, exactly. You have to work the hardest when it's your own. And she just let that flow right off of her tongue. And you know what? They heard that. I don't have to work as hard, because I'm telling you, these people don't want to work at all. Whatever is easiest. That's why OF is popping. Allegedly. For now, we shall see. We shall see. Shout out to Live from New York. Appreciate you. He said most women want smooth sailing from jump. Yes, most will fail their business. Absolutely. Can't tell them that. No, we won't, because she did it and I can do it too. You don't know. Yeah, girl. Good luck to you. Everybody want to be an influencer, child. Shout out to, I'm assuming, Mr. Wombat, also known as Paul Revere. Thank you, honey. Said, any of those women have an OF asking for my dang self? I'm sure they do. I have no doubt whatsoever. Shout out to y'all. Make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
I quit my job at 34, and let me tell you exactly what I regret 4 years later. I was managing a team of 6 people when I first got promoted. In order for me to get promoted to VP, I was told that I need to manage a second team. So now in total, I'll be managing between 12 to 14 people. I realized that I was burned out every single day. I worked around the clock. I had to manage my team. I had to develop my team.
All right, girl. Let me move over to TikTok, because these people are getting on my nerves. Let's see what they got to say. So this is the same trend. It's just going down TikTok. So here's the first. Anybody interested, Bueller? More white women. Bueller? Anybody? All right. Come on, child.
I announced that I quit my toxic job and that I was going to live my life. I was granted with that opportunity and I'm taking it. However, by 12 o'clock, I got calls for interviews. I had 2 interviews on Monday and I had an interview yesterday.
Oh.
And I went to them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my problem is I feel like I'm going through withdrawals. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know if it's buyer's remorse. I don't know if it's that I feel that I need to work. I've worked for so long that I feel like I absolutely have to work. I love being able to do whatever I want. I went to the gym today. I got dressed and I went to the gym. I didn't record it. I will start recording that stuff. But I get to walk Forrest. Come here, Forrest. I get to walk my baby like all the time. Lilo's up over there hiding somewhere, but I get to be home with them. I get to do
She get to be home with the dog, child. I quit a job so that I could be home with the dog. This is worse than the lady that didn't want to get kicked out while she was walking Joe or whatever that boxer's name was, child. These people are crazy.
literally whatever I want. I can do quite literally whatever I want, but I have this feeling that I need to work. I don't know what it is. I feel like I absolutely have to. And am I the only one that has felt like this after quitting their job? Like, I know it was good for me. I know it's like a weight lifted off my shoulders, but at the same time, I feel like I'm putting like a burden on my husband, like putting my car payment and whatever, even though he's okay with doing it. But it's like, I feel
wait. You say somebody's paying her car payment. Hold on.
At the same time, I feel like I'm putting like a burden on my husband, like putting my car payment.
Oh, she got a whole husband. Congratulations, girl. We want to know what he said about all this. She slid that on in there, almost missed it. She got a whole ass husband. Oh, it was Jack. Okay, it was Jack. Thank you, excellent sir. Yeah, I thought I missed something right there. Like, who the hell is out here paying your bills, child? So he okay with it? Okay, girl. All right. Do your thing, child. I'm waiting for someone to say something.
And whatever, even though he's okay with doing it, but it's like, I feel like I'm adding to the plate instead of taking off of the plate. So I don't know. I have like buyer's remorse. I don't know. I don't know. I have to make this work. I need to make this work, like being a full-time content creator. Stop thinking. Another
person that wants to be an influencer. There it is. I was waiting for this. I knew that was coming. All right, I'm tired of listening to her.
Well, folks, I made the dumbest decision and went back to work in person, traded in my laptop, micromanagement, getting cussed out for traffic, and having to get ready every day. What was I thinking? Well, folks, I made the dumbest decision and went back to work in person, traded in my laptop, micromanagement, getting cussed out for traffic, and having to get ready every day. What was I thinking?
So she quit a work from home job to go into the office, and now she complaining. This caption reads, when you wish you were skinny and young so you could be a midnight ballerina, because this job ain't it either. Anybody interested, Bueller? Anybody interested in her, Bueller? Shit. Woo. Oh, reasons why I regret. All right, I'm not reading that.
Left a job that you're like not the happiest at.
Anybody interested, Bueller? It's a lot of white women complaining around here. What's going on? Why? People, y'all should have saved this for tomorrow. Anyone interested in her, Bueller?
Because of like company changes, and then like 3-4 months later you're like, damn, I probably should have not left and waited it out a little bit. I'm definitely feeling that. I have like a post pinned about it. I left my company at the end of February. I thought it was going to be my forever job. And over the last 6 months that I was there was a lot of changes that made me like really unhappy. And I had just moved into a different role within those 6 months. So I didn't feel like I could like move to a different position. And I was wanting to work part-time. I would have stayed there if they would have had part-time, but they didn't have part-time. So I left. And I left before we went on our trip to California. And when we went on our trip back home to California, we left there like 10 years ago. We were both like, we want to move back. My job was fully remote. We had people that worked in California. And now I need to work full time again to.
She got a Charlie Brown shaped head. She's boring me. Moving on.
Number one thing I regret
when I quit my 9-to-5 job.
Oh,
I didn't
no.
quit how I wanted to quit, how I should have quit, how I imagined I would quit my job. Man, I would have fought my boss. Number one thing I regret.
All righty, sir.
Hey y'all, so I'm seeing that my video about my corporate job making me ugly is making its rounds again. And I want to talk about a few things in that video. Just
5 minutes.
I quit a job that I liked to escape my burnout. I enjoyed the nature of the job, but I hated the way I felt doing it. So I
Anyone interested in this one? Bueller? Anybody? Bueller?
thought the only way to escape the overwhelm was to go to an easier job. I just figured all of these high visibility roles came with this inescapable stress, and the only way to have any balance in your life was to do something easier. So I fled out of desperation and overlooked all the red flags, which in my case was a job that would very obviously and quickly bore me. And what do you know? 1 week in, I'm like, why did I do this? I had a shit ton of mundane work. I made it very apparent that I had no boundaries because I was just overcommitting all day long, which meant I was overwhelmed with work I didn't even enjoy. So what's the issue here?
Yeah, I can't even get through her minute and 23.
I quit my job and today I'm having regret. Let's talk about it. Currently on a hot mom
Child, she is married too, but go ahead, girl.
walk because I need to clear my head. My house was just infuriating me. Found myself complaining so much this morning, just being super ungrateful. So I needed to just clear my head and get out. I currently work as a PA in the urgent care. My last day is May 28th and I made 6 figures. There's a couple of reasons why I quit. One, because my job was just not fulfilling. Healthcare is not what it used to be. It was draining me. It was burning me out. And the way that the company was running things, I just didn't want to stand by.
This is amazing.
Number 2, I wanted to be home more. Maybe a stay-at-home mom, but just have the flexibility and freedom to be a present mom.
I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know, white women. Y'all are getting on my nerves. I can't sit here listening to y'all. You're boring me to tears. Shout out to the colored women, child. At least y'all make it interesting. You white women are boring AF, child. You are boring me to fucking sleep with this bullshit. Make it interesting. Somebody said, what's wrong with her face? She getting Botox and everything else. She married. She's married. She got a ring on her finger. All these people talking about, oh, I quit my job. Bitch, you got a whole ass husband. Clearly, you know, she looks like she got Lululemon on and all that other shit. You fine. Look, she got the Sound of Music in the background, child. She is fine. She gonna be fine. Reaper, thank you. He said, why are all these strong women burnt out and got mental issues? Like, the mental issue really is the crazy part, especially for white women. Shout out to your excellence, sir. Appreciate you. He said, Auntie, we only date the owners. We look like dating these brokies with fake fakes. Woo! I can't. Yeah. If he owns the bus, I hear you. I hear you. Child, I can't. Whoa, until the husband leave with the listen or goes and gets somebody pregnant. Maybe that's what happened. He went and got the realtor pregnant and then come back and say, child, this is what happened. And she says, no, I'll stay. I can't do this. Oh, Lord. Woo. Reasons why. Okay, girl, I don't want to hear that.
Thinking about how like stressful jobs and like
how capitalism is fueling the Great Resignation. Oh, this is old. I don't want to see this.
Chris, what are you doing here? Oh, hey, boss. Not your boss. Not since you decided to quit.
Thinking about walking away from your career.
All right, I'm done with this because these people are boring. Moving on. So that's the end of that. White woman, you have failed at your job. Failed. You can only talk about dating because that's the only thing that's interesting that y'all got to talk about. Let's go over here to the T app. River did a video. Women regret exposing men after T app data breach. Did y'all know that? Did they give you an apology out here, y'all? Or is it some of y'all on that daggone app? They out here apologizing to y'all.
Okay, babe, I'm sorry. Simple. You know that I was a lot, but I never meant to do that way, but you never think of my feelings and you do them. You do that I love you, but at the same time you dislike me, what good thing is you? At the same time I get angry and multiple and you don't care, well, but I do forgive you, but at the same time you don't. Okay, baby, I'm sorry. You gotta think of my feelings, but yeah, I'm sorry.
child. Let's see what's going on here. Shout out to River TV.
If you are using the T app, you need to stop right now.
Anyone who's ever used the T app just got their identity exposed.
Are you going to launch a startup about exposing men and then not like think cybersecurity all the way through?
River TV. What's up, guys? It's your girl River, and I'm back again with another video. So today is actually a little bit different. Today is a national holiday. Okay, if you're unaware, today is actually my birthday, and what better way for me to spend my birthday than to
Oh, well, happy birthday to River.
spend it with you guys, doing what I love, having the conversations that we love to talk about, and also spreading some enlightenment on what's going on with the T app. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the T app, what it is, what's going on, and now what people are calling the karma for the T app and everything that happened. So this woman actually did a full breakdown. I'm going to go ahead and pause and play and then give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, my opinions on this entire crazy situation.
Breaking down what is going on TikTok today, the T app data breach explained. The T app is meant to be a dating safety network application where women can go in, review men, they upload a picture of him, and they say, does anyone know him? Red flag, green flag, leave reviews, leave comments, and it's basically like a Yelp for men.
So again, I'm going to reiterate what she's saying.
A Yelp for men is basically what this was for. Woo, Lord, Lord, Lord. Shout out to Quell Man. He said they don't make women like they used to, child. I don't know, but let me tell you something. They boring the fuck out of me. All right, let me get to the girl, child. No shade.
App Store. It's meant to help women filter out men they're about to go on dates with from dating apps, because on dating apps you can go on a date with anyone. You're scrolling on there and there's a guy that you're interested in that you're about to go on a date with, and you see him and you're like, he has 5 different red flags. So this app is meant to help you decide, should I go on a date with a stranger? How many red flags or green flags does he have? People are uploading pictures of people. In the T app, there's no men, women only. In order to get into the T app, you have to upload a picture of your ID because it's used as selfie verification. Because remember, no men are allowed on this app.
I want to say this, right? To think that we're in the day and age that men are viewed as not as human beings, not as people who can go through things, not as people.
A product to be reviewed on Yelp, but let it be the opposite, and it'll be like, oh, toxic femininity, toxic masculinity, and MSG, and you hate women, blah 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 blah.
People who can change, evolve, or whatever, that they are reviewed, just like how you can leave a review on a store or something like that, is absolutely absurd. If there was an app that was men only, created to talk about women,
girl,
it would be banned. There'd be an uproar. People would be going off. How dare you? This is privacy. People would be, throwing out lawsuits out there. And it's so crazy that it's been so normalized and everybody's been kind of like okay with it. And, we live in an era where not everybody's even going to tell the truth. You have some women who are going to go on there who are heartbroken, who are disheartened because the man didn't want them, who are then going to create whatever narrative is going to deter women away from that man just because he didn't want to put up with, deal with, or be in a relationship with a certain kind of woman. But you don't know her, right? You don't know who she is. You don't know if she's somebody who tells the truth. You don't know if she's a narcissist herself.
So River's saying the same thing that I say. They mad that some man don't want him. You're gonna come on here, you're gonna say all this horrible stuff about him. But from what I understand, the women were responding because they were so cute, because women are superficial. I said that, I meant that. It's all about what he looked like, which is why having swag makes its way, and it works because he got bow legs and pretty hair. That's all that really matters. So she's gonna say something so that no one ever goes to that man again. Not thinking that these people so damn crazy, it don't matter what you say, it's only about what he looked like, so they still gonna go for him, and they didn't like that. Clearly they was lying enough of the time. Well, not clearly. Enough of the time, because I know biatches. They was lying because they didn't think that they would ignore all that and still go for said dude. Of course they will. It's exciting, especially if you say something like he got an ankle monitor on, child. He probably got one of the highest Yelp reviews, I shall call it, than any daggone body else, child.
That shit is wild. And from a lot of the reviews that I saw of these people being on the T app, they were saying, girl, what do you mean is he a red flag or green flag? That man looks like a walking red flag. So anyways, I guess very heinous men on the T app. And are we dating the same guy? So anyways, the T app data breach, July 25th, 2025, T app data breach happened. 72,000 images were leaked. 13,000 of those were IDs that were used for selfie verification. Because remember, to get into the T app, you had to upload a picture of your ID to verify that you were a woman. So that way they could keep them in the account. And 59 profile pictures and media posts and messages were all leaked as well. So this only affected users that joined the app before February 2024. This app just started getting popular on TikTok recently. So if you joined after February 2024, you're fine. But if you joined before February 2024, you are going to get a pretty penny from this lawsuit. So how the did the T-app data breach happen? Well, apparently there was an exposed Firebase. I don't know what the that means, but what I do know is that apparently all of this information, like the images, the selfies, all of that, it's stored in like a T private photos file, like in the cloud, for example. And they didn't put a password on that. So this folder was not locked. Apparently there was like some metadata or URL, and the hacker, we're not gonna call the hacker a hacker because all they did was like Tumblr-esque, like tracing metadata back kind of. And they found the folder, saw that it was unlocked. They downloaded everything, comments, posts, pictures, people's addresses from their IDs, and uploaded online to the shared map. So what started off as a dating safety network app to help women stay away from freaks, now thousands of women's information is out to the public on a little map with their addresses pinpointed on there, and all their information is leaked.
Now here's my thing, right? Here's my opinion. First of all, you put your information or whatever on any app. You know, that's your risk that you're taking, regardless of what the app is, how long it's been around, you know, what company it is.
Yeah, let's not act like data breaches don't happen all damn time.
That is going to be a risk that you are doing when you have to upload any of your private documents onto, you know, these places. That's a risk that you take. You know that there's possibilities that, you know, data breaches could happen, leaks can happen, whatever the case. The issue is, right, is that this is all surrounding protecting women, but in the same, you know, space, how can we know that what these women are putting onto these apps are actually true? How do we know that? And why isn't there an equivalent, right? Why isn't there a crazy woman app where, you know, men can also see when they go on these apps, no, she might set you up to get, you know, line, no.
Not a crazy woman act, child. Crazy woman act. Pretty sure that's being built now. And then all the feminists will be all upset now here in the streets. Mr. Wombat said their pics ended up on a website called T-Spill. They rank women based on their looks. That sounds like fun. Live from New York, I appreciate you. He said it was proven that was a lie. Some of the women that signed recently also got their info leaked. Oh, that it was the old people. But leaked information is really not a new thing, in my opinion. Maybe the text and all that stuff, but you take that chance, you put your information out there, allegedly. That's what I say, but what do I know? Kevin, the software tester, I appreciate you. He said, I think the real purpose is to train their AI and then sell it. What if this was Chinese owned somewhere, or let me say Asian owned, like TikTok? They're giving up all the information, even though they're giving up all the information on TikTok. So the people that own TikTok, where they want to get rid of it, are probably like, do we really want these crazy people's information? Plus, they probably sleep too after listening to them go on and on and on.
You know, this woman, you know, is crazy, has emotional issues, you know, saying like people are taking this.
We know about the emotional issues they telling everybody over here on the damn app. I got mental issues. I'm working on my mental issues.
If you're using the T app, you need to stop right now. The data leak that people reported this morning is actually way worse than what the headlines say. Everything I'm about to share, we figured out with like 20 minutes of research. So this could actually get way worse. Like your private messages, information, etc., could just be everywhere. This morning, somebody says T app breach exposes 72,000 selfies, ID photos, like actual driver's license. And just to be clear, this wasn't a hack. Nobody hacked the app. All of this information is available on publicly accessible Google Firebase servers. So anyone technical could go in and get any of the verification photos that people use to prove that they were a woman. Not good. All this metadata is publicly available, and so they even made a map out of where all the users are. Also, not good. Not only that, but all of your private messages are accessible. Here, oh my God, I never knew that. I always knew he was a scammer, but he gave broke to me and never spent money and was living with his roommate at the time. It's another one. I hate him. He is so pathetic. I can see that user A, like the specific user, sending that to user B, like another specific user. I don't want to say their usernames. Look at the URL here. You can pull up the photos that people were sending in private messages with each other. All of your private messages, group chats, etc., can be downloaded. And we figured this out.
Who has time to be looking into all this anyway? Like, who is, I mean, I guess it's them that's going to look into this, to look at that shit that looked like Microsoft when it first started, to see who went with what, to look it up just so that you could read this shit. Just y'all running off at the mouth on TikTok, which I guess is good they reading. I guess that's one way to look at it. From the Black Couch, I appreciate you. He said back in the day, we would hold up a number between 1 and 10 at the mall. When females walked by, it was fun and no one cried. Hashtag Generation X. Child, that sounds like a fun game. They'd really be mad at me if I tried to do that. I see what I could do though, y'all. But then they'd be like, telling like, oh, she used such and such a picture. Oh, she used such and such a picture. Child, stop putting your fucking information out here then. Allegedly.
Out in like 20 minutes. We haven't tested this out, but we're pretty sure you can delete any account. I kind of don't think it's a bad idea.
So we have this woman saying, go ahead and delete the account. Okay? Just act like you never existed. Act like you wasn't over there trying to share no tea or spread no.
But the information is already out there. So even if you delete, it doesn't matter. The information is already there. But who is pinpointing? If it's 72,000, I think the number was, who is pinpointing all these people? Who got time for all that? Who has time for all this? I don't.
Tea, because this is dangerous to you. And now I see why, you know, a lot of men were like rejoicing or laughing about the situation, because it's like, you know, choosy women who were literally going on there to spread a false narrative, to lie on people's name, to deter women from being, you know, with or in a relationship with a certain type of man because of maybe their experience with him in 5th grade, or just because of the fact that, like I said, you know, he didn't give them what they wanted out of the situation. You know, all of their information is now at risk. All of what they said, you know, is at risk. They can't even say they didn't say something or whatever, because whoever is able to get into this information, however way they're able to do it, okay, they are now going to have exactly what you said, when you said it, who you spoke to, the times that you did it. They're going to have all of this information to their leisure. They can do whatever they want with that information. They can, you know, try to sue you for defamation. They can come at you straight. They have your location, your driver.
Oh, okay. So if it's some dude that knew that he was in there and he wanted to go and look so that he could say whatever, and say that you was lying on him, but these biatches be lying already. I just don't understand why this is such a big deal. I mean, I understand for the reason of the app initial reasons, right? And only women can be in there. Y'all, they be lying anyway. They got Facebook groups that do the same thing. That thing, are we dating the same guy on Facebook, is a thing. And then there's other shit that they have. They're already doing it. So I just don't understand why this is such a big deal. You can use AI to build a script to exact names, phones, and pictures. You can, see, that's all technical. You can have it associate each user ID and photo, and bam, you have it all sorted. See, I don't have time for that. But y'all, if somebody make that video and it's calling some people out, please feel free to send it, because me, I ain't got time. Shout out to you for knowing, though. Kevin, the software tester, appreciate you. He said the photos they uploaded had unencrypted metadata. Basically, you will know where exactly the photos were taken and even the type of phone. I get it. But just say that it is me. And who would I be looking for? Like, who would I be looking for? If it was you, do you know who you would be looking for? Am I making sense? Like, it's just all these random people's information. These people are random. Who would anyone be looking for? Maybe I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. But it just seems like a lot of time for something that don't make sense to me. Oh, no, not a star.
You guys, you know, hit it off, whatever the case. But like I said, that's just my own personal opinion.
I downloaded the T app to see what all the hype is about. I have no business on there, but I wanted to mind everybody else's business. So I finally get in 3 days later. I'm scrolling through a list of men I would never meet, never want to know, and don't give a fuck about. But I'm like, let me read these comments, because as soon as somebody got 18 red flags, I need to read the comments to see what's going on around me. But none of this is my business, and I should have never downloaded the app to begin with. I am more embarrassed for the women than I am the men on that actual app. Big ups to the women that post like, yes, he's abusive. I have there's a warrant against him for abusing me, blah, blah, blah. Like that, those are the type of things I expected to.
Oh, yeah. So you saying somebody got warrants out against them and that shit ain't true, then that's crazy. But just say that you said, he didn't buy me flowers, he didn't pay for the date. They saying that shit anyway. You know what I mean? Or I don't know. If you're saying he's a SMer, a low mester. Oh, no. Now that's a problem. Right? But if it's like, he lived with his brother and they live over there on Martin Luther King Boulevard or something. It's like, all right, whatever. Oh, his D game is not that great. Okay, they can say that anyway in the group chat. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you're saying you a little mester or you got ankle monitor on, then yeah, that's a completely different story. Live from New York, appreciate you. He said it's not a government, a city official site or financial institution. I would never send a copy of my license. I agree. I told you, I showed y'all the thing was just scrolling, I guess because it was going through his breach. I just took a picture with the damn phone. They talking about your license. I'm not giving them my license to be nosy. No, you can snap a picture, but that's the end of that though. Because even if it's back up, I ain't got time. It's just all this is just silly. They have TikTok for all of this, basically, in my opinion.
On an app, I was just being nosy. But I'm reading the comments and y'all talking about does he feel good? Does he feel good? I don't give a fuck about that. You talking about does he feel good?
Does he F good? They already talking about that. And how many times do I say you getting yourself into your own stupid situation by being out here talking about what you're doing, because ain't no sisterhood, because they gonna come after your ass. Hence the man with the realtor and the wife. She ain't going nowhere. He mad. He got a baby over here with it. Child, all this is crazy. Child, all these biatches is crazy. Lord help your people.
Map of where all of the users were. To even
All
call
in
it a
the
hack
United
is giving
States.
people a bit too much credit because it was really due to poor programming. They used no security measures whatsoever, and anyone could have found this information pretty easily. Unfortunately for any woman who used the app, their information is now out in the public forever.
Rome said they didn't even avoid the ankle monitor men. They're not! That's appealing, boo. Medium Man Pookie example had even knocked one chick out. The same chick let him hit, and her friend did the following week on the low. These idiots don't even realize that they hurting themselves. I say it all the daggone time. You're not going to deter no woman from any man that she want or is interested in. So maybe you should just shut the entire fuck up. Anything that you think that you're going to say that's going to make him look bad will appeal to others. Child, there's a whole trend of dating dudes in jail. There's nothing that's off limits. That's where we are in 2025 going into 2026. And then these people trying to talk about why they have trouble with relationships. Y'all will do and go for anything. So if you trying to have a committed relationship, your sister don't care. And she gonna come F your boyfriend. Then what? She end up pregnant and you end up staying. He all good. Nobody want to take a stand. There's always somebody that's about to do something. Remember the girl we watched yesterday who said to David Duke or whatever his name is, Duke Dennis, I think, that in front of everybody, cameras rolling, bodyguard, women, him, I want to clean your pipe. I'm the best at it. And you think the T-app was going to stop something? No. Anyway, I'm done with this. These biatches going to biatch. That's the end of that. Where I'm going, I'm gonna save crime for tomorrow, y'all, because I'm not in the mood. I think we should look at. No, I'm gonna say that for eviction night. I got one from. Here we go. Charles in Charge, or Charles Forte, as he is now known as. Oh Lord, StreamYard, driving me nuts. Hold on a second, because of course StreamYard is acting up. So we'll look at one of his videos, then I'm done. It's little over 2 hours, and I told y'all I'm tired. But we having lunch tomorrow, so hopefully you'll come for lunch. Shout out to everyone who is here. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. So shout out to Charles Forte. His title is Men Won't Approach Me. Black woman hates that men no longer approach her in public. Oh, Lord, help your people.
More women speaking out about why aren't men approaching us anymore. And so let's go ahead and jump into the first video.
So this is exactly what I'm saying. We look at everything that we looked at today. You look at the girl that says that's teaching women how to be toxic, whatever her name was, and then the women are in there. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. You do anything that's horrible and mean, and then turn around and have someone to say, well, why won't anyone do anything or approach me? Maybe because of all the things that you're putting out on the internet. So that, again, gravitate to the stuff that don't make no damn sense, but don't gravitate to anything that would actually help you in life. But everybody equal around here. Okay. And then on here talking about your mental health, every single person talking about I got mental health issues. Who the fuck want to deal with that? You can't even handle working, but you think you want a relationship? You think somebody want a relationship with your ass? I don't know why these people think it's so, don't understand what they're doing.
Oh, plus we got more after that. Let's go.
Why don't
Hold on. How you just gonna slip that in there when you know I'm in the middle of getting ready to show this daggone video? Shout out to Prince Ellie and happy birthday to you, boo! Everybody say happy birthday to our friend Prince Ellie. Shout out to you, boo, hanging out with us. Always good, but you should be doing something else besides hanging out with us here on YouTube. But shout out to you. You telling us how old you are? What's up with that? What are you, 29, 30? Child, all these young people. Shout out to you, boo. Happy birthday. We are glad that you are here to see another year. And let's go, because I was tired.
First video, plus we got more after that. Let's go.
Why don't this generation of men like to approach women nowadays? I was just out at park, right? And this guy, like, literally he was looking at me when he walked in. And then we kept locking eyes with each other. And he was cute. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he was attractive. But as a woman, I just don't believe in the woman approaching the man. So we literally kept locking eyes. I kept looking at him, like I kept giving him the hint, like, you know what I'm saying? And he just would not budge. But he kept locking eyes with me and he would not walk up to me. And I'm noticing it's a recurring theme, like the young men in this generation, they do not approach women unless it's through social media. You know what I'm saying? But these guys, they will stare you down. Like, I you and all of that. And they will not approach you. But they'll somehow find your Instagram or they'll like see you out again. The good thing about the DMV is it ain't small, but it ain't big. So if you see somebody, like if you always out and you like, you know, see the same people every time you go out, you know what I'm saying? You see somebody attractive that you like, you're going to see them again. Like, it's inevitable. And these guys, they'll see you out. They'll find your Instagram or like, I don't know. And they'll try to press you that way. But I'm like, nigga, you was just looking, like you was just after me in the function. And you didn't want to speak, but now you want to DM me. Like, what's up with that? Like, who's going to be the men? Who's going to be the women in this generation? Because I just don't understand why guys don't like approaching women. The only guys that approach women are, I don't like to call nobody ugly, but like the bums or like niggas at the gas station standing outside or niggas on a corner or niggas, you know, niggas that I am not attracted to. You know, the guys that don't have shit to offer but dick and barely that. Like, they the only ones that's bold enough to address a woman. But this guy I was looking at, I feel like I'm about to leave anyway for Charlotte, but I feel like shit. It's only fun when you're young. You only live once. Like, these guys do not press. They don't approach you. Like, this happened to me at a friend cookout. Like, why do I always have to approach the guy? Why y'all expect the women to approach? Like, do y'all have social anxiety? Are y'all scared? Like, I'm not a mean person. I don't look mean. It's just these guys just don't want to approach women these days.
So let me go ahead and break this down because
before you do, let me just first of all say again, shout out to Prince L. Leon. He's 52. Shout out to Generation X for the win again. Thank you for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. As far as she's concerned, I basically have already said it. I've honestly basically already said it. Let me just first say before Charles goes, right? One, all the videos that if you're listening, you do know that all the videos that y'all put out, that these same crusty, dusty musties can see those same videos. They see the same videos. Remember where there was a time where every time somebody went to the gym, they was making videos saying that you looking at me, you a creeper and all that type of stuff. I feel like that trend has kind of went away because I guess you can't record in the gyms anymore, right? And men were just looking around the gym and y'all was sitting up there talking to them, calling them creepers and putting them on the internet and all that bullshit. So those same men are supposed to now come and approach you so that you can then say, my frontal lobe, my mental health, the man act, ST, SA, he did this, he did that. While you're listening to the, child, what is her name? The crazy coaching lady that's telling y'all, the toxic coaching lady that's telling y'all to be toxic. Like, why do y'all, everything is a game until everybody got all the rules. Then all of a sudden, everybody's supposed to change back to the way that it used to be because you losing in said game. Much like Uno. Because, child, I've been finding out some new rules about Uno. Just shout out to Uno. Anyway. Now that y'all done ruined the game, you want to change the rules back to what it used to be. So why don't you just go ahead and approach him if he's looking at you and you looking at him? Why are you over there looking at me? Like, it's not that hard. All you had to do was speak and say hello. Hey, how are you? This list, you will listen to the sprinkle lady. You won't talk to or listen to Maggie and Luke Hazley. or Mona or Jay Monet, formerly Bella Rings. You won't listen to, child, I take my name out the hat because I don't give a fuck. You won't listen to anybody unless they toxic. You go into Kendra. You listen to Kendra G, who ain't even married, ain't never been married, ain't never gonna be married. One AB under her belt and a scam. She didn't got her last relationship was a fucking scam, and y'all will listen to her. You gonna go to her to understand and learn about men, and then you with the equality shit, but you really ain't equal. You only wanted to be equal when you wanted to be equal. And then as soon as some man say, I want you to go make something to eat. Who do you think I am? I ain't no slave. Then you use the word slave. And no one seems to have a problem with that, right? When they're out here talking about slave, but I'm the Auntie Ruckus. Y'all allow these people to say, to clean up your own fucking house, it means you're a fucking slave. And that's okay, though. No disrespect to the ancestors, right? Don't call that shit out. And that's the other thing. Y'all don't be calling this bullshit out from these people saying this bullshit. So then that means you're co-signing it. That means that you agree with it. You can't do all this negative stuff for all this time and then turn around saying, well, why not? Look at your favorite app, and that will tell you everything that you need to know. But instead of taking some responsibility and accountability, and just because you didn't do it in particular, ma'am, you're not one of the people that's out here saying, nah, this is bullshit and we all ain't like that. Because until you have more people that's doing that, then they're going to think that there's more women that feel like the toxic lady, or the women that used to be recording in the gym that just want you to get all hemmed up. Or when you see that a lawsuit comes out that just says that Smokey Robinson got 5 women now that said that he did this, that, and the third, and y'all be like, not looking and seeing like, hold on, let's take a step back because we really don't know. And how the fuck are you sitting up there working for that man, leaving the house and coming back, and then there's all this going on? Just for example. But no, whatever any woman says, y'all want to listen to. And what is it? Single women keep women single. I don't even think the women have to be single at this point, y'all. Just a bitter ass bitch, even though Generation X or lady from earlier is definitely single, who's bitter and unhappy and upset and thinks she's so crafty and funny and getting at some dude. Y'all follow her. Y'all continue to have the same dumbass results. You don't get what it is that you want. And then you end up being 40 talking about, where did all the men go? Shout out to CGA. But y'all don't want to look at none of that. It's just you're you in your own mind, and you don't look at any daggone thing else. Especially this girl is not ugly. She a cute girl. Her attitude is not nice, in my opinion, just from this video right here. These niggas this, these niggas that. And I'm going to go to North Carolina over here to DMV because these niggas this and these niggas that. Ma'am, like, this is what you're presenting to the public, and someone's supposed to want to deal with your ass. You looking at him, I'm looking at you. You looking at him, he looking at you. Girl, go over to that man and say, hi, how you doing? That's not that hard. No shade. No shade. These people like this. I'm sorry, y'all. These people like this difficulty in their life until they like these games. They like this difficulty until it gets to the point where it's like, oh shit, I didn't play this game too long. Like me, when I go and I be gambling too long and lose everything. Lord, it's true though. You stayed and you played too long. Kenny Rogers said you got to know when to fold them. These people don't know when to do that at all. Then turn around, try to act like, of course, it's y'all's fault. Crusty, dusty, musty, and musty. You know it's y'all's fault, right? Always. And that's the other thing. No accountability. Never say what we did wrong. Not we, child. Let me rephrase. What y'all did wrong, what y'all are doing wrong, and what it is that you continue to do. Never any apologies. Never any accountability. Never saying that this ain't right. We shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do this. This ain't the way. None of that. You just go along with the flow, like all them comments in the villain ladies chat. And then turn around and just say you don't understand why. Are y'all that dumb? Like, are y'all that dumb? This really is not rocket science to me. But come on, Chuck.
Because unfortunately for women like this who do have a desire to be more traditional women in a Western culture, it's going to be more challenging today than it's ever been for any woman who's come before them. And they don't really have anyone else to thank or blame than
themselves.
Women.
Yeah.
And it's because, you know, recently I did a video, it might have been about 5-6 days ago, about a week ago, where a woman was speaking on how she gets annoyed or she gets the ick if a man approaches her out in public.
So you got biatches out here talking about, oh, I get the ick when a man approaches me. She just said that a second ago. Like I think it was Nightjade that said a while ago that men approach her, right? And men approach me too. So I don't understand why it's so hard just to say hi, thank you, and keep it moving. You don't have to, oh my God, how dare you, and then go make a video about it. Like, why is that necessary? Y'all are so fucking addicted. These people don't realize how addicted they are to the internet. That everybody got to know every single thing going on and every move that they make. And it's to your own freaking detriment. All in the name of attention, all in the name of content, all in the name of whatever the name is. It's to your detriment. You're making it harder on yourselves. And child, I've not watched this video. He basically saying the same damn thing that I already said.
And I've also done countless review videos and even had conversations with women. And on top of that, women are basically upset if a man even ever tries to get himself out of the friend zone. And so when you see women like this and they're questioning why don't men approach them anymore, or hold on, let me make sure I correct this, because even she made it clear as she was speaking, why don't the men that she wants approach her anymore? It's not because men aren't interested in women anymore. It's not even because men are afraid of rejection. I mean, rejection has always existed. And at some point, you know, if you're a guy who has wanted to talk to a woman, you've accepted the fact that rejection is a possibility. So it's not even the thought of rejection that is preventing more men nowadays from approaching women. It's the dynamics of how men and women interact in the United States of America nowadays that has changed. And so in order for men to preserve their feelings, their safety, their emotions, we listen to y'all. We listen to women. And so now what I'm seeing is we're in a phase where they have to adjust accordingly. Because I've also seen those videos and spoken and have had conversations with guys who have gone complete cold turkey with approaching women. Some was just...
Ain't that what the MGTOW people are? They just going their own way, chilling. The funny part about this too, and I'll let him continue, is that when I first got here and found out what the manosphere was, manosphere, black manosphere, I don't even see that content as much as I used to anymore. But when they were sitting here telling y'all and talking about what's what, how they feel, how it worked, all y'all did was come through and crash, bash, and just talk all this nonsense when you could have listened and learned. Like, it's really not that difficult. If these people can't deal with a relationship, then the odds are that they can't have a relationship with most other people, right? Like, if you don't know how to treat the opposite sex, why would I think that you know how to treat anyone else? Because you're probably just a nasty ass person, especially when you're so nasty to people unnecessarily. And then if someone does it to you, it's a fate worse than death. But people are tired of people like biatches trying to embarrass people, specifically men, all the time just for sport so that you can have content, or embarrass someone because that makes you feel better. But then turn around talking about why no one came to help you or why no one approaches you. Y'all crazy. That's all.
Completely dealing with American women in general also. And really for the guys who are separating themselves from the pack, they don't have to do that much approaching anyway because the women are coming to them. And so unfortunately, the women who have a desire to seek companionship with a man going to have to evolve in some way, shape, form, or fashion in order to attract the kind of man that they say they want.
Y'all might as well stop posting them raggedy, dirt, dick ass niggas on the T app because these bitches is overly going and they treating it like it's a dating service. One guy posted a picture of a dude that she been dealing with for a year. Why is bitches in the comments talking about some what's his IG? Girl, what? I seen one when they was like, he be dicking me down, but he don't shower. Somebody in the comments was,
he be DMing me down, but he don't shower. Child, what kind of mess is that to put out there? So at the end of the day, you doing and taking any old thing, right? Ma'am, not her, but whoever it is that she's repeating from what she saw on the app, child. Again, like whoever just said as well, oversharing, running off at the mouth to your own detriment at the end of the day.
somebody in the comments talking about some me nexus. Girl, go to hell. All y'all bitches can go to hell for real because y'all ain't right.
Oh, man. Oh, listen. I did a video about this recently also, and this is why it's funny because I said this, and I think if you're a guy and you had enough experience with women, some men it takes more than others, but if you've been social enough with women, you know when it's capping, you know when it's not. And so this idea that some app exposing men for being dogs, as they want to label it or whatever, thinking that that's going to stop women from choosing the bad guys because now they got more information on these men was always a ridiculous notion.
Exactly.
Women already know the kind of guy they choose to deal with when they open their legs and bust it wide open for that guy. They know. Many of them will choose to ignore it, or they'll let what you may want to call their innate sexual attraction and desire for that guy override it, but they already usually know what kind of guy they're dealing with when they deal with him. And whether it's because they think they could change that man to be something he really isn't, or they think that he'll just change because they're so different than the other women, either way, they know what the situation is. And it didn't take an app to help women be able to figure that out.
I left the man that I loved for the man that I deserve. I was in a relationship for 10 years and decided to leave that relationship because he was no longer the man of my dreams. He was a good boyfriend and he never cheated on me, and we were good to each other. But when it came to alignment and what I deserved and what I wanted and saw for myself and my future kids, I wanted to give my kids the best possible father I could, as well as like the best possible life I could give them. And love is not enough for that. So I left. It took me years of contemplation, but now I am in pursuit of finding the man of my dreams again, and somebody who will give my children. And
I am in pursuit of the man of my dreams again. Who talks like this? Who talks like this? I am in pursuit of the man of my dreams. I've never uttered those words once in my life. I'm looking for the man of my dreams. Now, you know I don't like to talk about Disney, but that sounds Disney-ish foolishness talk. She had the whole ass man that she wanted. So you was in love and the man of your dreams was an ain't shit ninja. Not that he was, you know, anything, just a man. So you went for a Dusty and you left the Dusty that was good to you and didn't cheat on you because you know the biggest thing to happen is to cheat. But then again, if you the wife over there and you want to keep the husband and you'll just keep him and the realtor just got to suffer, child, everything is so fucking confused. There's no standard. The bottom line is that there's no fucking standard for anybody. And again, biatches is going to go for whatever the hell it is that they want, period. So then she'll find out that her man of her dreams ain't out here. Then she's going to go back to the original man of her dreams and he'll have married someone else. And then she'll say, it's not right. It's not fair.
Me the best possible life, because at the end of the day, it's not about what you want, it's about what you deserve and what you plan on giving yourself. Because you're young, you're hot, you might as well live your best possible life, especially the one life that you have, the one body that you have, the one like time period that you have. Like, don't waste it away on settling.
Hey, a win is a win. A win is a freaking win. You can't make people stay where they won't want to stay. First of all, if she want to leave and she don't want to be with that man, move on. That's one. I agree, but I'm telling you, I think that she thinks that there's something better out there, right? That man could possibly be the man of her dreams, mind you. She said he the man of her dreams. It's probably, she don't look that old. Probably working on building himself, getting money together, you know, getting a better job, whatever it is that he might be doing. So because the man of her dreams, because she keeps talking about what she deserves and where she should be and something better. Ma'am, if that's the man of your dreams, what's better than you already having the man of your dreams? What are we talking about right now? So you're going to go look for something. So you think that there's two men of your dreams, ma'am? That's what we thinking around here? That's how, if you're saying this dumb shit, that's what you think? Two, she said 10 years and she didn't call that her ex-husband. So
oh, they was together for 10 years and she thinks she's gonna go out here and goodbye. I ain't even hear that part. 10 years you spent 10 years with the man of your dreams and you think that there's something else for you. Live your life. Amazing. You're hot. You can do what you need. You deserve. She used deserved a lot. She used the word deserve a lot when she was talking. She a cute girl. You wasted 10 years of your life, so she must be pushing 30 at least. Pushing 30, talking like this. So has grown up none mentally, in my opinion. And by doing and talking this shit, definitely not, in my opinion. She over here, don't blame Disney though, y'all. Like, she definitely sounds like she's in a fairy tale for sure, but do not blame Disney for this because these people don't know how to grow the entire fuck up. And they just think that this, now there is a endless amount of men, no shade, y'all. Men are everywhere, okay? They all over the place, every day, right? that don't mean that you get one just because they're all over the place. That's the part that they don't understand. You sat around with the man of your dreams for 10 years and y'all didn't get married and y'all weren't engaged. And it's good that you didn't have children. For you to now go and look for another man of your dreams. Woo!
In your relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, that man didn't see her as a wife, as a future wife.
Clearly.
And so it probably, in all honesty, it probably was best that they break up. They were probably just being together like a lot of people do who are kind of just in limbo, where you're with somebody, but you don't really want to go through life with them. You just kind of stuck because you guys share bills or you got used to each other. People stay together for many different reasons besides the fact that they actually authentically want to be with one another and grow and go through life with one another. And so if she don't want to be with him, then move on. Now, her reasoning for not wanting to be with him and what she believes is out there, that's where the delusion lies.
Yes.
Because anytime you hear a woman start talking about her dream guy, understand she's living.
Child, I'm telling you, I am a man. I'm sorry. I am a fucking man. I swear to you, I've not watched this video. Yo, this biatch is crazy. EJ, thank you, honey. He said, elephant, you one big time dummy. You lost elephant. Woo! Definitely. Thank you, hon. Shout out to Live from New York. He said she's looking for me, but I would deport her. She could be. She do look like she. Now, I'm not going to say she an illegal, but she definitely looked like she could be like Hispanic, Latina, or something like that. So even still, she's still listening to, she in a Disney fantasy world. Shout out to Charles for hearing the same thing, child.
In a fictitious world. And so as long as they don't have any kids together, they weren't married, this is what was best for both of them.
Child, we saying the exact same thing. I'm telling y'all, I'm a man. I'm really a man, y'all.
And so honestly, the only thing it really cost them was time. Now, in this case, between the both of them, time was far more costly for her, especially if she's talking about having children and the man who she wants to be with, being able to provide her with a certain lifestyle that she envisions for herself. And so being that, at a certain age, that clock starts ticking and pregnancy becomes more challenging for women, even with the advances in technology, whatever it is she feels like she deserved and she's looking for, and she's on a search to find it, her time is limited. But ultimately, this don't have anything to do with what she says she wants, and this don't have anything to do with what she says she deserved. This has everything to do with what she's actually able to get. And so it's either she can or she can't. There's no in between. There's no excuses. And just going off this particular,
honestly, there's no reason that she can't get a man. Let's say that, right? The problem is her thought process and what she thinks she deserves. That's going to be what her problem is. That's absolutely what her problem going to be, and her looking for the man of her dreams. So she probably got these expectations that are out of control and unreachable, unattainable, make no sense whatsoever. She don't even look like she's 30. She probably isn't. But it's who she is, how she acts, and the things that she says that's going to be the issue for her. Whatever, girl.
Particular video that she decided to share with the world,
right?
Her thoughts and opinions on this topic. It sounds like she's chasing superficial desires. And listen, while there's nothing wrong with wanting a better life for yourself, for your children, for your future, if you don't get right within yourself, you're going to always be chasing something and never be content or satisfied with what you have. But if you have an unhealthy desire and lust for money, then you're not going to do nothing but end up giving yourself away to the streets, making yourself available to people who don't really care anything about you, don't love you, don't want to build a future with you, but you see a bag at the end of it and you think that it could be yours. And so you end up ruining your life even more. But I think I'll stop there. Question.
So the same old crap, different biatch, wasting time, wasting life. I got forever. I'm so cute. I'm still cute. I'm still young. Live your life. I'm living my life. I deserve. It's the attitude that makes the difference. It's the attitude in the thought process that makes the difference at the end of the day. But keep listening to Toxic Lady on TikTok, Shira7 and Kendra G, and see where they go with that. Anyway, y'all, I'm done with it all. Shout out to y'all for hanging in there that long. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that donated today. Shout out to RBN Stream sponsor today. Thank you so much, hon. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. We're on for lunch tomorrow about noon or 1 EST around that time frame. Hopefully you'll come back. We probably will do Crime is Down because I got so much crime to go over It's ridiculous. But again, thank y'all. I appreciate you. I see you all in the next one.
It is difficult. You don't go blind because you married. I see titties and booties every day. Huh? I see titties and booties every day. I see titties and booties every day.
Ooh, what happened? All right, F StreamYard effing up. Sorry, y'all. All right, I'm cutting it off. I don't know what the problem is. Shout out to y'all, though. Sorry about that. I'll see you all tomorrow in the next one.